Man, I've been on mute the whole time. Run that shit, man. I say, yo, I did all this shit already. What's good, man? Smash that like button. Let's get it. Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all one question and one statement tonight, backed with a whole lot of facts. And it's very simple. Why are some boxing fans willing to cap to defend their favorite fighters? No one is above the facts. Let me tell you who need not to listen to the live stream tonight. Any and all fanboys, bro. Yeah. If you a Gervonta Tank Davis fanboy, probably don't want to listen tonight, because I'm a fan. If you a Devin Haney fanboy, you probably don't want to listen tonight. If you a Shakur Stevenson fanboy, you probably don't want to listen tonight. If you a Canelo Alvarez fanboy, go ahead and turn this shit off right now, man. Yeah. If you a Terrence Crawford fanboy, turn this shit off. Run away from the YouTube. Go watch somebody else tonight, bro. I don't like what I've been seeing, bro. I'm fed up. All right. This one for the fans of boxing. Shout out Byron, man. This one for the ones that ain't scared to keep it real regardless of who it's about. Yeah. This what this is tonight, bro. I'm going to talk to y'all. I'm going to say what I got to say, then we'll drop the link. If they do, we ready, Anthony. But I'm going to get this shit off tonight. See, what happens is when you come with too much facts and when you lay back, people try to interrupt you because they don't really have a response for what you're saying. They don't really have no facts to back up their argument. So it's a deflection game. It's a goalpost maneuver. It's a, let me try to distract them by cutting them off. Let me insult them. Let me do some shit that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. That's what you run into when you kick too much facts and you think too logically and you got too much common sense. We gonna get it tonight, bro. Hit the like button. We gonna get it tonight. I promise you. DJ G5 Gay, we straight to it, bro. My DJ at, man. The homie, man. G5 Gay. Leader of TWT, man. Where you at, bro? There you go. Drop that track on him, man.
KO the base here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Man, let's see who we got in the building so we can get this shit started, man. Smash the like button when you get up in this thing, man. We got hold on. We got Dante Russell. So only Bud and Devin out here capping. Man, I hope you here. Drug free. What up? See you in the building. Rivera Frazier about to be a classic. I hope so. We coming with it tonight. Buck Style, what up? Mr. Mechanical, I see you. Skills from New Orleans. I see you. Dub Right Side, what up, bro? Thrill Hill, Cash Crypto, Byron Bradley, Hunch on the Hunt, Shawai Allah 77, Big Ray, Robert Singleton, Anthony Chulo, Cash Crypto, Cut West, what up with it, bro? Sir Antbo, I see you in the building. Zach B, what's popping with you, bro? Cut West, I think I spoke, but I'm speaking again. Film Study, what up with it? Dominic, what up, bro? Who else we got? Not me, my brother in the building. What's going down with you, man? For all the members to the channel, the Joe George J. Lee Zhang prediction just dropped, so y'all go check that out after we get done with this live. True Speaks, what up? Edgar Chavez, what's good with you? Salute to you, bro. Big Ray, what's popping with you, Big Ray? I see you, man. Well, we got Ronnie Bravo. What's good with it? Ronnie Swat Jones. What up, man? What up, bro? Trey Yaki, I see you in the building. What's up with it, bro? See you in a minute. Hope all is well right here in D-Town. In the building, boxing. What up, Darren J? What up? Let's get to the action. Let's get to the action. Let's get to the action. Let's start right here. Let me tell y'all something, bro. When I got into this shit, man, I ain't know what to expect. But the longer and longer I talk this boxing, it's a push and pull shit going on with me, man. It's part of me just want to push, work hard, grind, get this content out. Just keep bringing y'all these debates. Keep going live. Keep opening up this panel. Keep talking this boxing. But there's a pull shit going on because it's so much fake shit. It's so many people that are willing to put their integrity on the line, willing to put they logic on the line, they common sense on the line, all for the sake of protecting your favorite fighters. And a lot of people do that shit. A lot of people do that shit, bro. A lot of y'all. You act like shit can't be true. You act like two things can't be true. I can tell you out of one mouth that I believe Canelo Alvarez ducked Demetrius Andrade at 154 pounds. I will tell you that. But what I watch Demetrius Andrade fans do over and over and over again, they don't hold him accountable for shit. They don't talk about how he signed to fucking Jay-Z when Jay-Z wasn't never in boxing before. For a horrible business decision, making it hard for him to continue to get his career off the ground. You don't talk about that shit. You don't blame him for that shit. You just talk about Canelo. You've been talking about Canelo for 7, 8, 9, 10 motherfucking years, man. You don't talk about him going over to Eddie Hearn, signing to the zone with no paperwork that they would guarantee him a Canelo fight, with no paperwork that they would guarantee him a Triple G fight. Only the hopes. Only the word of people that have been screwing him over his whole career. Another bad business decision. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about that. All you talk about is to paint this picture in the cap for your favorite fighter because you like Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade so much. When if you really like them, I don't know who made some of y'all. Because if you really like somebody, you tell them, yo, I rock with you, but here's where you was wrong at. Yo. I think you the goods. I think you beat everybody ass, bro, with that southpaw style. I think you straight on their neck with that southpaw style. I think you beat all these dudes because you was that dude in the amateurs and everybody knew it. I think you got them all, boo-boo. I do. But say, bro, that's some stupid ass shit. Signing to somebody who ain't never had a foothold in boxing before. Hey, boo-boo, that's some stupid ass shit you signed over there. You knew you wanted Canelo. You knew you wanted Triple G. You didn't even make them put them on your paperwork. You don't say shit about it, bro. Why are you willing to cap just to defend your favorite fighter instead of giving all the facts and holding them accountable when necessary? Why, bro? Why? What about this one? What about that one right there on my screen? Right by my water bottles. What about that one, bro? What about him? Huh? I'm watching Jamal Charlo, bro. I'm watching my fellow Jamal Charlo fans. Oh, man, I don't know what. He ain't ducking David Benavidez. He ain't 168 pounder. Jamal Charlo is a 160 pounder. Jamal Charlo, why would he fight Demetrius Andrade? Demetrius Andrade screwed over his brother. And I'm listening to y'all, bro, and I'm like, huh? Like, you talking about the same Jamal Charlo that you saying is 160 pounds and not ducking David Benavidez? The one that said he'll break David Benavidez's neck? That dude? That's the dude that's not ducking? When he said he will break his neck first and David Benavidez responded to him, now he's saying he's a 160 pounder, not a 168 pounder. That ain't a duck, bro. The same Jamal Charlo that ain't never unified. Ain't never had more than one belt at a time, bro. Ain't never unified. I'm watching him tell me that Demetrius Andrade don't bring nothing to the table. I'm watching him tell me that Demetrius Andrade don't do shit for his career. When Demetrius Andrade gives you a chance to make millions of dollars, get back for your brother, and unify all at the same time while getting the bag, bro. But he don't do shit for your career, but he be the biggest fight of your career at the same time, and some of y'all cap for that shit. Make that shit make sense to me. Make it make sense. And I'm fans of these fighters, bro. I want to see these fighters do well. But when you cap for them and you be like, oh, he's not a 160 pounder, he's not ducking David Benavidez, when you know that man said something about David Benavidez first. Last time I checked, breaking somebody's neck killed him. He threatened to kill that man. I'll break your neck. All right, cool. Well, let's get it popping in. Oh, I'm a 160 pounder. Huh? Boo Boo Andrade screwed your little brother out some money and said he want to fight you, and you don't want that fade? But my diehard Jamal Charlo fans don't want to call it a duck. Make that shit make sense. Hit the like button, man. Please. Make that shit make sense. I bet you can't. Nobody can't. This shit right here. This shit right here. Read it. Pay attention to it. This bullshit right here. Talk to me about it. I watch you Canelo fans, bro. I watch y'all. Jamal Charlo need to earn his shot at Canelo. You see how I set it up? You can't never accuse me of being a fanboy. Everything is in its proper order. Everything is set up on purpose. I talked about Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade first for a reason. Because see, if I talk about Canelo first, then y'all will tell me that I'm hating on Canelo. Then y'all will tell me that I'm just one of these dudes that's a race baiting channel. I talked about them first on purpose. Because I'm consistent. Now explain to me why they got to earn their shot at Canelo. Why David Benavidez got to earn a shot at Canelo. Why Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. Why all these fighters got to earn a shot at Canelo. Why he continues to fight lesser competition. But yet he can still be the most popular fighter at the same time. Y'all still support that shit. Him just picking and choosing, running and dodging. Telling you that Jamal Charlo got to earn a shot while fighting motherfucking Abner Yildirim. Telling you that Demetrius Andrade got to earn a shot while fighting motherfucking Callum Smith. Telling you that David Benavidez got to earn a shot while fighting motherfucking John Ryder. Telling you that he ain't fighting no Mexicans when he built his career off the backs of Mexicans. The man got 30-something fights against Mexicans, but now he don't fight Mexicans no more. The fuck y'all talking about to me, man? But I'm a hater though, right? Am I hating on Canelo, or am I telling you the truth? So you don't want to fight Mexicans no more, because everybody want to see you fight David Benavidez. But you got 30-something fights against Mexicans. So when you was like a ballroom brawler and shit, and you was fighting in bars while people were sipping tequila and shit, drinking on margaritas and shit, you fight Mexicans then. But now when you can give your countrymen a $10 million payday, when you can give your countrymen the biggest bag and generational wealth that they ever seen in their life, now you don't fight them no more. Shout out Ali Point VTV with the $5 in the super chat. It's all about the money, buddy. I'd rather make millions fighting a bum than 2 fighting a contender. Well, you're not a fighter. You're not a fighter, bro. So I ain't mad at that. Me too, because I'm not a fighter. But if you a fighter, you got to get the biggest fights. You got to get the big fights, bro. We ain't care. I ain't nah, bro. No. I feel what you're saying because it's me and you talking. But a fighter, no. I don't get to tell you that I'm the face of boxing. I don't get to demand $40 million paydays. I don't get to demand $50 million paydays while taking on inferior competition and telling the dudes that all the fans want to see me fight, that they got to earn their shot. They all got to fight each other to get a shot at me. But your ass, Jamal Charlo, and your ass, Demetrius Andrade, y'all ain't off the hook because you can't dedicate your whole career to one motherfucking man, bro. All y'all niggas is wrong. Every last one of you, bro. Y'all should have been fighting each other. You should have been building your legacy without Canelo. You should have. Ain't none of them right. But what happens is the Jamal Charlo fans, they point out the bullshit Canelo do, but don't look at what the bullshit Jamal Charlo is doing. Demetrius Andrade fans will point out the bullshit that Jamal Charlo and Canelo do, but don't point out the bullshit that Demetrius Andrade do. Canelo Alvarez fans will point out the bullshit that everybody else do, but will never point the finger at Canelo, and that's why the fuck we will never get these fights, bro. That's why we'll never get these fights, bro, as long as people keep acting like this. What about this one? What about this one? I don't give a fuck they ready or not, Byron. They gonna get it tonight. Tired of y'all bullshitting me, bro. I didn't get in this shit to be played with. I didn't get in this shit for people to be capping to me and shit. Copping, please, not really wanting fights, just coming up to argue for the sake of arguing and not really caring what the fucking facts are or what the truth is. I didn't get into this shit for that, man. I'm here to talk boxing. I'm here to push the sport forward. I got certain things I believe in, certain stances that I take that will never change, regardless who the fighter is. But some of y'all just ain't moving like that. Some of you ain't built like that. Some of you would call your whole integrity into question, your whole way of thinking, your common sense, your logic. You will think up a lie, know it's a lie before you say it, and still say it because it's something to defend your favorite fighter. Crawford 50-50 to 0 guarantee. I had this damn Errol Spence Terrence Crawford debate for years from the moment I started my channel, bro. From the moment I got this shit popping. I watched Crawford fans tell me that I was pocket watching. That fans had no place discussing the business of boxing. When I told them that Errol Spence revenue numbers was off the charts in comparison to Bud Crawford, I broke it down for him. Gave him cent by cent. Errol Spence bring this much to the table. Terrence Crawford bring this much to the table. That's why I feel Terrence Crawford is being unreasonable. I bought that shit to him with nothing but facts. And I'm watching motherfuckers ignore them and tell me that Terrence Crawford still deserved to get this split or he deserved to get that split because he was undisputed at 140, because he got all these accolades. He was pound for pound #1. He's a 3-division champion. I listened to this shit over and over and over again. I watch y'all sit up here and lie. I watch motherfuckers forget that 2 + 2 = 4 around this motherfucker, man. I watch people look at a report that said Errol Spence gave Yordenis Ugas 50-50, and then the report also said that Errol Spence was getting a payout of $5 million and Yordenis Ugas was getting a payout of $2.5 million, and then they still ran with the shit, didn't do no simple math to see 5 and 2.5 is not 50-50, and they still said, see, he gave Yordenis Ugas a 50-50 split. I watch y'all do all that shit. I watch you do it all. And then turn around. You tell me you don't care nothing about the fight, but about seeing the fight. You tell me that you don't care nothing about anything other than you want to see Terrence Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence ass. You don't care nothing about money. You don't care nothing about pocket watching. You watch Terrence Bud Crawford get a motherfucking contract from Errol Spence. You watch Errol Spence give the contract to Terrence Crawford. Earl ready to go. Terrence Bud Crawford don't sign. Then all of a sudden, the shit that you guys couldn't stand, the pocket watching, talking about business, talking about the money these guys make, you turn right around and you become motherfucking stockbrokers in this bitch. You turn right around and you become accountants. Now you're talking about expenses and shit. Now you're talking about guaranteed money. And you're talking about what somebody deserves on their purse. All the shit that you didn't want to talk about before. Now you want to talk about the shit because your man's flaked up and didn't sign the motherfucking contract. You ain't want to see the fight. You just mad your narrative wasn't right, nigga. What y'all talking about to me, bro? Y'all got me, y'all up here capping left and right. All this shit, man. All of it, capping left and right, making shit up, floating narratives around, doing all that bullshit. All because some fighter, some other grown-ass man flaked up. When what you should be doing is holding him accountable to the fight, bro. That's what y'all on. Because why are some of y'all trying to cap to defend your favorite fighter and putting them above facts? You put your favorite fighter above the motherfucking truth, bro. You willing to put him above the truth. You know what the truth is, but you don't care because you rock with Terrence Crawford so heavy, huh? You can't even say with a straight face, if that was Earl Spence that did that bullshit, he'd be a duck. And guess what I'd say? I call him a duck too, because that's a duck-ass move. But y'all cool with it, because it's your favorite fighter though, right? It's your favorite fighter, huh? Everybody rocking right now. The facts ain't gonna change because shit about to get uncomfortable. See, all the shit that I just said to the chat, it ain't that much controversy behind it. A lot of y'all agree with it when it comes to the fighters that I mentioned. But it's about to get uncomfortable. The facts ain't gonna change. Let's call this shit to the carpet. Let's talk about this shit. Let's start right here. Don't go nowhere. Do not go nowhere. Stay right where you at. And hit the like button one time. If you could, please hit the like button. Let's get up over 100 likes. But back to it. I watch y'all tell me, bro. I watch y'all tell me. I listen to Bill Haney tell me. I'm watching Devin Haney fanboys, not fans. I'm watching fanboys tell me that Shakur Stevenson's call out of Devin Haney was a publicity stunt. It's what I heard. That's what I heard, bro. Let me ask y'all something. Or fuck asking. I'm going to tell y'all something. If Shakur Stevenson's call out of Devin Haney is a publicity stunt, which I don't think it was, don't that make Devin Haney's call out of Lomachenko 2 or 3 years ago a publicity stunt too? Aren't Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson in the same motherfucking position at the time? Wasn't Devin Haney Lomachenko's number one contender? Isn't Shakur Stevenson Devin Haney's number one contender? There are some differences, though. Devin Haney was calling out Lomachenko from the other side of the street, from the zone to top rank. Shakur Stevenson is calling out Devin Haney from the same side of the street. Devin Haney was calling out Lomachenko, not being ordered to fight Lomachenko. Shakur Stevenson is calling out Devin Haney, and he's being ordered to fight him by the WBC, says Mauricio Suleiman. But y'all are telling me that one was a publicity stunt, but the Devin Haney one wasn't, right? Now, I don't believe either of them are publicity stunts. I just say all this to say, stop capping for your favorite fighter, bro. Stop capping for your favorite fighter. What we talking about? He in it. Shakur Stevenson is in the exact same position that Devin Haney was in when Devin was calling out Loma. WBC number one, about to be the mandatory. How come when Shakur called out Devin, it's a motherfucking publicity stunt, but when Devin called out Loma, the shit was real? Or is that different? Is it different? It's the same goddamn thing, and y'all know it, bro. But again, you want to cap for Devin, bro, on some fanboy shit. Shout out to the Haney fans that don't do that. Shout out to the ones that don't do that. Ronnie Bravo with the $5 in super chat. Keep doing your thing, bro. Boxing Talk needs you. Hashtag protect KO. I'm here, bro. Let's keep going, though. Because, see, everything in its proper order, though, right? Because, see, I know that one to get you riled up. But that's okay. I'll bring you back. What about this one? What about this one? Huh? What about this one? To my Tank fans. Look, bro. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, no matter how you try to make sense of it, putting a rehydration clause in the contract makes you look weak. It just do. I don't care if Ryan got to rehydrate in the morning and he can be or weigh in the morning. He can be however big he want to be. Come the night of the fight. I don't care about none of that shit, bro. It make you look weak. It make you look weak, bro. Because if Tank is the fighter that I know he is, then shit, he don't need that shit. He don't need that shit. And what's wrong with it is that a lot of y'all people, you also call Devin Haney a weight bully. I see you. Oh, man, Tank is right, man. Devin Haney, he blow up to 24 pounds over the weight limit once he weigh in. So, did he make weight? Y'all will say that shit, but I remember Tank Davis fighting Leo Santa Cruz at 130. Did you call him a weight bully then? I remember Tank Davis pulling up Hector Luis Garcia in his last fight. Was he a weight bully? You guys get to this point where you like fighters so much, and I think you hear me defending Tank on topics and shit, and you think that he's above reproach or the moves are all 100% on par. No, bro, he should not have put that rehydration clause in that contract. And once you make weight, it's all good. Because when you put rehydration clauses in contracts, when you get to decide how big the ring is, when you get to do shit like that, it could affect the outcome of the fight. And I don't want no advantages for no fighters. I want them on an even playing field. May the best fighter win, bro. And I believe Tank good enough to knock them all out without that shit. He can beat them all without that shit. But y'all a cap for that shit, man. All because you rocking heavy with him. And I rock heavier with him than a lot of y'all, because a lot of people that's capping for him, you ain't making no content, bro. You ain't doing this shit every day like me. So don't tell me that I'm tripping when you the one acting like a fanboy, bro. Don't do that. That's some capping ass shit, bro. You'll be the same ones to get on Canelo for the catch weight shit. You be the same ones to get on Canelo for the motherfucking rehydration clause shit that he used to do with Daniel Jacobs. Yeah, y'all will do that shit. But then because you rock, like, man, no, bro, that shit is wrong, dog. I don't care what nobody try to tell me, bro. Nobody. But a lot of y'all can't do what I'm doing right now. A lot of y'all can't do this shit. What, man? What's wrong with Knockout, bro? He's criticizing Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Tank Davis all in the same live stream? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this shit. Yeah. Shit different, bro. That's the difference. This is why I'm me, bro. This is why I do stuff my way. Because a lot of y'all you're not objective enough, bro. You're not objective enough with the shit, man. You're not. Shout out to Oz Boxing in the super chat, bro. Let me catch this real quick. There you go. Shout out Oz Boxing, bro. Oz Boxing with the $2 super chat. You're objective while they selective. Talk that boxing. Already, bro. I'm here. I'm here, dog. How about this one? We ain't nowhere close to done. Nowhere close to done, right? This a big one, bro. This a big one. This a big one, bro. This is one of the biggest ones, bro. Where y'all will just cap into a whole different stratosphere of capping. You cap so hard on this topic, bro. It need new motherfucking. There need to be a new word for capping when it comes to this shit, bro. It need to be a new word for capping when it comes to this shit. This Kambosos Haney rematch clause. Kambosos only had a rematch clause for the belts. He did not have a rematch clause for Devin Haney. That you know that it is fucking nonsensical. You watch the WBC show favoritism after favoritism after favoritism towards Hispanic descended fighters, bro. You watch them allow Oscar Valdez to cheat his ass off and beat Robson Casasio. The man tested positive for fentanyl, I believe it was. They changed their entire rules for Oscar Valdez. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. Pay attention and keep up. We tying it all back in. You watch them give Canelo a motherfucking franchise belt. You watch Eddie Hearn pay them off when Conor being tested dirty because he was trying to get pregnant like a motherfucking female, bro. You watch the WBO, you know that's Bob Arum belt. You know that's Bob Arum belt. You watch Terrence Bud Crawford win WBO at 135. You watch Manny Pacquiao had a WBO belt for years. You watch Terrence Crawford win the WBO belt against Jeff Horn. You watch them rob Manny Pacquiao when Jeff Horn really lost to Manny Pacquiao. But since Manny Pacquiao was out the door, Top Rank had so much pull and they had another option on Jeff Horn, he still got to keep his WBO belt. You watch the IBF rankings paid and bought for by whoever the highest bidder is. You watch the WBA do all this favorable shit for Al Heyman in the PBC. Y'all watch this shit. You see it clear as day. 1 minute, Yordenis Ugas got to be in a tournament. The next minute, he get to fight Earl Spence. The tournament get all fucked up. And at the same time, the WBA orders a PBC fighter, Erislandy Lara, to get the fight with Triple G. You see all this shit. And then you go around and you still will say that knowing all this corruption going on, all these politics going on, these four sanctioning bodies, they don't work together. They got different ties to different organizations and different ethnicities of people. Y'all know that shit. Y'all know that shit. And then you will still say with a straight face, you will hop on my platform and cap with a straight face and say those same organizations, WBC with all of they corruption and shit towards these Hispanic fighters and towards the highest bidder. The WBO with all the power that Bob Arum got over him. The WBA that's doing all this favorable shit for the PBC. The IBF where all their rankings is paid and bought for. You see all this shit, but then at the same time tell me that George Kambosos and Lou DiBella was powerful enough to get all those sanctioning bodies to come together and give him a contract where he could fight for the belts, and it didn't have to be Haney. They was going to let him fight for all the belts regardless of who he fought. Who the fuck are y'all fooling, man? Who do you think you talking to with this dumbass shit, man? Who? Where's your own integrity and your own logic at, bro? Fucking Lou DiBella got this power when he running around this bitch begging for networks to sign his fighter. They willing to do this shit for them. What? How does that make sense to y'all? Then you'll be at the next live complaining about how corrupt they are. And you know what I'm saying is true, bro. You know I'm not lying to y'all tonight. Y'all know I ain't lying to y'all, bro. But you'll still come try to tell that shit to me, though. You'll still try to float that shit. You'll still try to speak on that shit as if you talking on some facts or some real shit. And you know that shit don't make no sense. You can't name one time that all four of them sanctioning bodies came together like that. Do you realize what would happen? That means Kambosos would have to go to the WBO, the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA separately and get them all to sign a contract that says he gets to fight for the belts if he loses, no matter who he fights. That's what he would have to do. That's what he would have had to do for that shit to be true. But you'll say that shit because you're trying to paint a narrative of somebody as a duck. Instead of just speaking the truth. Hey, Haney got a rematch. George Kambosos raised his hand and he said he ain't taking no step-aside money. He got to fight George Kambosos because that's how rematch clauses work. Somehow you will do, bro, the mental gymnastics, the flipping of narratives, the flipping of meaning of words that you guys will do to cap on this topic in particular is extremely pathetic, bro. I don't have another word for it. It's pathetic. No way in hell should you love a fighter this much to cap this hard. 90% of y'all are men, bro. 90% of y'all are men capping for other men like this. Make that shit make sense, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You can't. How about this one? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm hearing shit start to creep up. I'm hearing people got to earn their shot at Tank. People got to earn their shot at Tank. Let me tell y'all something. Stop saying your favorite fighter can pick and choose just because of how popular he is, man. See, a lot of y'all say y'all fans of Tank, bro, but I can't tell whether or not you believe in him, bro. Because when I hear shit like, shit, Devin and Shakur, they need to fight and then shit, Tank get the winner because Tank is that guy. Tank can move how he want to move. Tank can do what he want to do. Tank can do it. Listen, bro. Every Devin Haney Tank Davis, every Shakur Stevenson Tank Davis, every Tank Davis debate that I have had on my channel, I am pro Tank. I'm so pro Tank that I'm willing to speak the truth about situations. And if you are running around this bitch telling people that Tank Davis can do whatever he want, that Tank Davis does not have to go after Devin Haney, we ain't built the same as Tank Davis fans, bro. We not built the same, dog. We not. Because of how greasy Tank Davis has talked about Devin Haney and the level of animosity after he gets done with Ryan Garcia, Devin is the only fight he should pursue. The only way we should not get Tank Davis versus Devin Haney is if Tank Davis or Devin Haney ducks him. If one of them duck the other one, that's the only way we shouldn't get that fight. And it's the same thing for Devin, bro. With how Devin and Bill talk about Tank, how they talk about Tank's team, they should not be trying to go after Shakur after this Loma fight. If they get through Loma, Tank Davis is the only fight for them. But we ain't going to act like it ain't on both of them to try to go make that fight. If one of them try to make the fight and the other one don't, the other one that doesn't is a duck. And let's just all be real, bro. Tank Davis's level of competition to this point has not been what we have liked. When he fought Mario Barrios, I could think of 5 fights I would have rather seen. When the Rolly Romero fight happened, I could think of 7 or 8 fights I would have rather seen. Isak Pitbull Cruz, 7 or 8 fights I would have rather seen. Hector Luis Garcia, step in the right direction considering who was available. Ryan Garcia, step in the right direction considering who was available. The next fight got to be bigger. You can't go backwards, bro. Y'all was with me when I was talking about Devin, though, right? Some of y'all ain't going to be comfortable tonight, bro. Some of y'all ain't going to be comfortable tonight. Like, I believe in Tank, but I also hold him accountable, bro. I fuck with Devin Haney, but I hold him accountable, bro. Y'all don't do that, bro. What you do is you pick your favorite fighter, you draw your line in the sand, and you get your talking points, and you justify shit to try to defend your favorite fighter. What you hear me defend Tank on, man, Tank ain't duck no Devin Haney. Then I give you facts. But if somebody come to me and say, bro, Tank Davis, man, he need to fight better fights. You ain't never heard me try to make that argument, bro. Never. You ain't never heard me try to make that argument, bro. Hey, Tank Davis, man, he can do what he want. He can do what he want, pick who he want. He the A side, you know what I'm saying? They just got to wait on him. They on Tank time. You ain't never heard me do that. And you never will. You never will, bro. But y'all will, though. And so I'm just simply asking tonight, bro, why are some of y'all willing to cap to defend your favorite fighter? Why are you putting them above the facts of a situation? I don't either, Carl. But if he do, I'm on his helmet. I don't either. Because he talking and walk. I seen the Complex interview. I got content dropping on it tomorrow. I love what I'm hearing from him. Shout out G5 Gay, the leader of TWT in the building. My bro, what up? What up? But y'all are still cap. And then I got to hop on panels and shit. I got to do debates and shit because of some foolish ass shit that other people are saying that don't make no goddamn sense that I don't even fucking agree with. How about this one? Yeah. How about this one? Devin Haney ducking Shakur Stevenson. My Shakur Stevenson fanboys. Number one. Where in the fuck did all these Shakur Stevenson fans come from all of a sudden? Where y'all come from, bro? Where are y'all come from, bro? Because, see, a lot of y'all is giving credence to when I hear my brother right side say, man, y'all just really Tank fans trying to protect Devin Haney, trying to protect Tank from Devin. I heard him say it. And I'm like, yo, I ain't know this dude over here was a motherfucking Shakur fan. I ain't never heard him talk about Shakur. I heard him talk Tank and Devin before, though. So that's the first question. Where y'all come from? I know the ones that's really been walking with Shakur and the ones that haven't. I watch everybody. So that's the first thing I think of when I hear this narrative. Like, all right, so he ducking Shakur, but how? Shakur just got there, number one. And number two, Devin been about to fight Loma. They told you Devin was gonna fight Loma in August of 2022. You see, bro, you see how the takes, they too logical and they make too much sense. That's why when y'all tell me I lose, go catch the playback. That's why when you tell me, oh, I think this, just let it keep going. Let it keep going. How can Devin duck Shakur when Devin been about to fight Loma before Shakur ever came to the division? How? No way he ducks Shakur. You guys either hate Devin so much or you rock with Shakur so heavy or you love Tank so much. You were trying to find a way to shit on Devin to uplift Tank Davis or Shakur when none of us need to do that. Because this is the truth. This is the truth. Just so everybody know, this is the truth. Devin ain't ducking Shakur. Shakur has not ducked Devin. Tank Davis ain't ducked Devin. Tank Davis ain't ducked Shakur. The truth of the matter is they all been popping shit. They all been talking shit. And we about to find out what really the fuck is going on come May after Devin get done with Lomachenko. We will find out. We will find out. But to say anything right now, you just sound foolish to my ears. You sound foolish. But on the flip side of that, so there we have it. Devin can't be ducking Shakur when Devin already had a fight to defend his undisputed titles before Shakur ever came to the motherfucking division. He can't be ducking them. We'll find out if he ducks him or not. If he fight anybody other than Tank, then he ducking Shakur. If he move up to 140 without fighting Tank or Shakur, then yeah, he ducking him. But we can't put that on him yet because we don't know what the fuck he gonna do. That's that. But it go both ways. Devin Haney fans. How the hell is Shakur Stevenson ducking Devin? The things that y'all will say. The things that y'all say to cap for your fighter just be some of the most illogical shit I ever heard. Shakur Stevenson is ducking Devin Haney, but he done called him out twice, put himself in position to be the mandatory, has the WBC saying that they will order him to fight the winner, has his promoter publicly saying that he will make the fight for him to get the winner, but he's ducking him. If that's the case, then let me play this out for y'all. Devin Haney fought his way up to be number one in the WBC. Devin Haney was wanting the WBC to order him to fight Vasily Lomachenko. He put himself in the same position that Shakur Stevenson is in. Are we going to try to flip some shit and make some argument up that Devin Haney ducked Vasily Lomachenko? Is that what we doing? Is that what y'all telling me? So I'm about to drop the link for everybody that want to come up and cook. But I gotta tell y'all, bro. All the capping going on and shit, man, it's getting old and it's getting tiring and the shit need to stop. You guys act, and I ain't talking to everybody. I ain't talking to y'all in the chat. I'm talking about the people that do this. If this hits you, it hits you, right? When you run around acting like a fool, don't get mad when you get treated like one, bro. If you run around with these dumbass talking points, saying shit that don't make no sense, being willing to cap and put your integrity on the line just to defend a favorite fighter, Don't be mad when boxing treats you like you stupid. Don't be mad when boxing be like, yeah, we gonna make the Bud Crawford and Terrence Crawford fight. I mean, the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fight. We gonna announce it, and we gonna announce it for 9 months out the year. They done told us, bro. They done told us now 9 months. This fight, man, we got reports that it was happening from August to December 2022, January and February of 2023, and June of 2023 as well. That's 9 months out the year they told us that fight was coming. They think so little of us because of bullshit like this, because we willing to cap and lie and argue amongst ourselves when we know it's a lie. They done told us that Conor Ben ate too many eggs, bro. That don't piss y'all off that they think so little of your money, your fandom, your heart, all the shit that you do. All of the shit that you do. They think so little of it that they willing to tell you that a motherfucker ate too many eggs and that's why he tested dirty. Right in front of you, they'll be like, yeah, Oscar Valdez, we changed our rules and shit. We changed our rules. He fight, he clean, he good. Let's just go on with the fight. Let's just go on with the fight. Fuck it. We just gonna go on with the fight. We changed our rules. Fuck water. We using water and shit. He clean. He clean in the motherfucker. He clean in the motherfucker. Go ahead and fight, Oscar. Cause they like shit. Y'all will forget. Y'all will be fighting amongst yourselves over shit that don't make no sense in a little bit anyway. So we good. We good because they know that y'all will just run with that shit and just really don't give a fuck, and you don't stand on nothing. you don't stand on nothing. You ain't got no integrity. You ain't got no common sense and shit. So they'll just tell you anything and shit. And then the ones that will speak logic, they tell you to stand down. Andre Ward, stand down, knockout. Stand down. Terrence Bud Crawford, I can show you how tough I am, knockout. Won't fight, knockout. Devin Haney want to bet me all the money in my bank account. I ain't signed to fight Loma yet. Bet all the money in your bank account. I ain't signed to fight him. Who the fuck he end up fighting though? Y'all keep believing in bullshit, man, and keep following narratives if you want to. I choose to use my logic, my common sense, and the facts that I do know to give you a formulated, honest, objective opinion. Straight up. Let's drop the link and see who want to come talk boxing with your boy, man. Let's see who want to come talk boxing. There you go. There you go. It's pinned to the chat. Panel now open. We got an hour and a half to talk this boxing. Y'all come holler at your boy, man. Y'all come holler at your boy. Give me 1 second. Let me get this off the screen so I don't mess nothing up. Real quick. There we go. Boom. Mine ain't coming off. Okay, there we go. All right, if you want to donate to the channel, Super Chat and Cash App down there at the bottom. You know, the more donate, you can't donate, but ain't donate to the channel. That shit is free. All right, let's get right side up here. Let's get Rich up here. There we go. Right side. Am I choppy, bro?
Yeah, you choppy as hell. Well, I can hear you, but your screen's freezing.
Go ahead. I'm gonna come out and come back in. But go ahead, man. Cook on it real quick. I'll be right back. Hold me down.
Man, first things first, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. KO is always fantastic cook, my brother. I agree 100%. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just about liking fighters. You feel me? It's about the integrity of the sport of boxing and us as fans keeping that integrity, because that's what it really comes down to. Ain't nobody else gonna hold these dudes accountable but us. And so when we start the cap, when we start going on these, and one thing Knockout said, man, I want to point this one piece out that he did say. Well, he said that my brother, put yourself on mute respectfully. You got a little feedback. But when he said, man, it's frustrating and tiring. It's so tiring, you know what I'm saying, to sit here and listen to individual come up and give these narratives of what they want the truth to be. But I cannot tell you right now, being a Devin fan, I cannot tell you that Shakur ducking or Tank is ducking right now. I can't tell you that because it hasn't happened. So when now after they all mixed it up, and we're gonna see what the chips will fall where they may. But at some point in time, man, it gets frustrating and mentally exhausting to talk to a lot of y'all because, and I'm not saying anybody in particular, I'm just saying in general. Shout out to Miss KO.
Shout out my wife in the building. What's up, baby? Go ahead, man.
But it just gets so frustrating, bro, because I think Knockout, he used it earlier, the word mental gymnastics. Motherfuckers will play mental gymnastics with all of these topics. I don't care if it's Bud, I don't care if it's Shakur, I don't care if it's Devin, I don't care if it's Canelo, I don't care who it is. Confirmation biased. That you get so biased that whatever happens, you can force that to be, oh, hey, my fighter, he doing the right thing here. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. We cooked on it last night, so I'm gonna be short with it. But I think the thing that you brought out that I agree so much with is so frustrating and exhausting to have to deal with it versus being able to really talk the sport and keep it genuine and honest. That you had the individual who's gonna troll, who's gonna create these false narratives, all in the name of making the fighter look good or bad. That's what it really comes down to. Instead of pushing for the big fights and saying, no, we're gonna hold y'all accountable. Regardless of who you are, I'm going to hold you accountable to your actions, to your words. I said last night, if Devin, after the Lomachenko fight, Devin need to fight Tank. If you don't fight Tank, you need to fight Shakur. Y'all done told me you're locking the doors. You're locking the door with some bad motor scooters, according to Bill Haney. If that's what you're going to tell me, you stand at the division, it got to be Tank or Shakur. That's it. Only reason you don't fight Tank is if you duck. You done told me you're a free agent. So now go take your ass across the street. You're a free agent, respectfully. Go across the street, make the deal with Al and the PBC, whatever you got to do to get that fight with Tank, because that's what you've been screaming and yelling. And so now we got to hold you accountable for what you said. If you entertain Josh Taylor versus T.O., hell no, I got smoke for you. I'm calling duck. Why? Because you told me. I didn't make this up. This is what y'all came out and volunteered this information. Y'all stand in the division, and this is what we got to do with all fighters, not just one. With all of them, hold them accountable.
I agree with that. Shout out my brother John Doe becoming a channel member, and he up here on the panel. We'll get to him in a minute as we pass around. But shout out to him becoming a channel member. I appreciate that, man. Thank you and welcome to the game. Rich, what up, homie? Talk to me, man.
No, yeah, man. I heard you kicking your shit, man, and I'm let me give you a props, my guy. I've been listening for a long time, and you, for the most part, especially as a recent, have been keeping this shit down the middle, and a lot of niggas ain't really doing that. So yeah, salute to Knockout. Like and subscribe, you feel me? And send a super chat to my boy. But yeah, you I'm a pass it for right now, and if somebody says something, then what's the name? But that was pretty much it, man. You calling this shit down the middle. You gotta appreciate
just trying to talk boxing, bro. This shit, the thing is, Rich, bro, it's like people like right side to tell you, bro, and you probably know this, and a lot of people that been rocking with me for a long time will tell you, bro, you ain't gonna find a bigger Jesse Bam Rodriguez fan, Abdullah Mason fan, Tank Davis fan, Earl Spence fan. You ain't gonna find no fan that's a bigger fan of all these fighters than me, bro. It's just when you get to a certain point where you're willing to lie, like I'm not willing to lie for none of them, bro. Like I'm not gonna do that. So when you get to that point, bro, that shit got to be called out. And I've been noticing the shit a lot, bro. And that's why I just had to, we had to talk about that shit today. But let's go to let me see who was next. I think Mastermind was next. Mastermind, what up?
How you doing, brother? Great show, man. Great analysis. I
Oh,
think you could.
Dwayne Hunter, you can come back, bro. I was about to let you up, Dwayne. Come on back, bro. Whenever you get your stuff together. Go ahead, Mastermind.
Yeah, that was a great analysis, like you said. I think Lomachenko is a serious threat, and I'm calling it a 50-50 fight. I hope Devin get past Lomachenko so we can get the big fights at 135. I hope Tank Davis get past Ryan Garcia, and I think you right on point. Hopefully Tank goes for the undisputed. I would like to see him try go for greatness and try to take all the 4 belts from Devin Haney. I think that's the best fight at 135 in my opinion. And I really think Shakur Stevenson is a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah. I agree with what you said. I would use the word like not only is it the best fight, bro. Tank and Devin has to be the only fight. Like
Woo!
I don't think people understand, bro. Like you don't get to talk the type of shit that they talk about each other. You don't get to do the type of things they do to each other and not fight. Like you don't get to pass around mug shots and then don't get to see that, man. You don't get to try to sabotage motherfucking people by dropping sparring footage and shit. You don't get to accuse people of cheating. You don't get to call people the email champ. You don't get to just go back and forth the way Tank and Devin have done, bro, and then get to go do something else when both of y'all free to get that smoke. So I hear what you're saying about the belts, but just on some just inner me shit, they just gotta see each other because y'all don't talk too much for me. Like it's like, bro, I don't know how people rock or whatever, but when we was all around kicking it when I was younger and shit, like 2 dudes bumping their gun, they just keep bumping their gun. Eventually, somebody gonna be like, look, bro, fuck y'all gonna have to fight.
Right.
I'm not finna listen to y'all cuss each other out for 2 more hours, bro. Like all that talking and shit, either shut up or y'all catch that fade, bro.
Yeah,
And that's where I'm at with Devin and Tank, bro. Like the belts is cool, the legacy and shit, that's cool. But because of their energy towards each other, and they can't, I'm talking about the energy so bad, bro. Bill Haney and Calvin Ford acting like they want to come to blows and shit, bro.
right. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, they gotta fight. So I agree with what you were saying though. But let me go to Terrence. Terrence, what's up?
You, what's up, Knockout? What's up, panel?
Kicking back,
yeah,
chilling. For the show.
A lot of that stuff I agree with you, but some of it was cap. You already know the Bud stuff was cap because Errol himself said that Terrence wasn't ducking. So I mean that's all we need to say about that. I disagree with you about the rehydration clause. I'm not a Tank fan whatsoever, but I do think fighters should come around the weight that they're fighting at. You talk about fairness. Well, that's fair to come in at the weight that they have designed. If you're coming in at 140, you should be damn near around 140. You should be around 147. You shouldn't come in another weight class. I'm sorry, so I'm gonna disagree with you there. The other thing you said, where did the Shakur fans come from? Well, where did everybody's fans come from? When Roy Jones first started, he didn't have a great fan base. They watch him fight. They see greatness. So when you see greatness, you gain a fan base. So people are seeing what Shakur can do. And that's why, I keep hearing this narrative going around. Where did these Shakur fans coming from? Well, they watching him. They see a great fighter. And now they say, okay, let me follow this guy. Let me look at this guy. So that's where they're coming from. They're not necessarily no Tank fans just trying to pose as Shakur fan. These are people who honestly see a great fighter that might be one of the best to ever do it. So you jump on that, and that's how we get fight fans. So I'm gonna disagree with you there. And then the third thing, I think you and BF was saying last night that if that there has to be an order between Shakur, Devin, and Tank. There needs to be no order. If we get any 2 of those guys fighting each other, that's absolutely fine. The duck comes in. No. And wait, let me just finish. Then you can jump in. The duck only comes in when that third guy that's there won't fight the guy that wins. That's when the duck comes in because whoever that third, because I've already heard the duck talk with the Tank. Where Tank, oh well, if Tank beats Devin, he doesn't have to fight Shakur. Now, hell no. That's going to be the duck. Oh, he's going to drop the belts. If he drops the belts, he's forever a duck. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the duck is going to come in. If any of those two fighters fight and that third guy don't fight that fighter, that's where you're going to get a duck from. So that's really all I got for the panel.
So couple things. Then I'm gonna go to I think it was he left. Where did well where'd it go? All right, he left, so we're gonna go to I think it's Jay Nori next then because he was next and then he left John Doe. But a couple things you said, I'm gonna address them, then we're gonna pass the mic. Look, bro, there go John Doe right there. His stuff it say your device not connected, bro. Whenever it get connected, I'll let you back up. So couple things you said, bro. Number one, there is an order of things, and the order is Devin Haney been very respectful of Shakur, but talking crazy about Tank. Tank been more respectful towards Shakur than he has been towards Devin Haney. You got to go after the person you've been showing a lack of respect for the most. That's point number one. Number two, they both been at the division longer. That fight been brewing longer. Shakur just got there. Number three, the duck comes in. If Devin Haney talks all that shit about Tank and then fights Shakur instead, bro, I'm looking at him sideways. Devin should primary responsibility is Tank and vice versa. Shakur, I don't even want to hear him talking about, well, Tank Davis business-wise. Nah, bro, you done already called out Devin Haney twice. You done already put yourself in position to be his WBC mandatory. You done did all of that shit, and now you going to act like there's another option? No, bro, your primary is Devin. The only way a Tank fight should come into play for Shakur is if Devin duck both of them and move up to 140 pounds. Other than that, the fight is Devin and Tank, and Shakur get the winner, bro. That's what that's the order of shit. That's how it should be. Now, as far as the Terrence Bud Crawford shit, man, I'm not finna do that debate with you again. All I know, like I said, bro, y'all was telling me, not you, because you wasn't talking to me back then, but what I heard all day for years straight on my channel, bro, was that nobody care about pocket watching and shit. That everybody just want to see the fight. Oh, knockout. We don't want to talk 60-40. We don't want to talk pay-per-view numbers. We don't want to talk live gate numbers. We only care about getting the fight. We don't care nothing about all of that. Then when your mans gets an opportunity to sign for the fight, he don't sign. All of a sudden, you accountants, stockholders, motherfucking stockbrokers, money management experts, all that shit. You're making excuses for him not to sign when the other guy signed his shit. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I can't let that shit slide. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And the level of, again, mental gymnastics that you guys will do to justify that man not signing the fight early, instead of being mad that we didn't get the fight when all one of them had to do was sign and we would have got that fight. That's what we should be pissed off about as fight fans, bro. Because I know damn well if Earl didn't sign that fight, I'd be on his motherfucking helmet because I want the fight. I don't know what some of y'all want, bro. But John Doe, let me catch your super chat, brother. And it's on you. Hold on. And then I got you. Shout out Rip Jones. Shout out Rip Jones with the $10 in the super chat. He say, blessings KO and Miss KO. Salute to the panel. John Doe, man, again, thanks for joining. Become a member. Talk to me, bro. What you got for the channel, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Shout out to you, bro, for providing the platform.
Yes, sir.
My initial bone to pick was about the video you made prior to the Shakur video.
Which one?
Where
You're
you
making
was
a lot.
about it. Well, yeah, it was the most recent. It was probably like within the last hour.
The one that just dropped?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Where you were talking about how Haney is a timid response and respectful. I mean, they've always been respectful towards each other. Even now, I mean, Shakur has said nothing more than, yeah, I want a shot at the title, so on and so forth. I mean, it ain't like they ever really talk greasy. I feel like we pushing this narrative that like they supposed to be enemies when we know, we are aware that they've been friends since kids. And I feel like it's like us driving a wedge between them more than anybody, you know. And Shakur, you know, he what we would call with the shits, you know what I'm saying? Devin might be trying to hold on to whatever, you know what I'm saying, like the you know, whatever agreement they may have had, which again is speculation on my part, but it sounds like some kids would make an agreement with each other when they're young. You know what I'm saying? I feel I still have a feeling they made some type of agreement when they was, you know, coming up together, like, yo, we're gonna fight, you know, when the time is right. So yeah, and I feel like we just insisting that it be some real smoke there, when ultimately when they do fight, it could be just a good fight between two brilliant young athletes.
All right, I got you, bro. So I feel what you're saying, but let me let you know where I'm coming from, and then I'll pass it. And just so everybody know, I'm responding to everybody. Then once I pass it around to everybody, panel open for whoever to say whatever, and we ain't got no order. But I'm gonna get everybody initial thoughts. If you address something to me, I'm gonna respond to it. I'm gonna pass it. Then we got, we got the open panel for everybody. But I hear what you're saying, bro, and I wouldn't disagree with you if these key points didn't happen. Number one, Shakur Stevenson ain't being respectful when he say he got the best of that man every time he fought him. He done called him out twice. But that ain't even why I don't like the response from Devin Haney on his core. I don't like it because it's not in lockstep with what his daddy been saying, bro. And Bill Haney been saying, yo, we went to go fight. We went to go ask for Shakur fight. Bob Arum told us Shakur wasn't on the motherfucking table. So tell him to do some shit behind the scene because we pushing for the fight. Like, so basically you saying Shakur Stevenson calling y'all out in public and shit, but he ain't really want no smoke behind the scenes. That what y'all saying and shit. So when I hear Devin Haney response, I expect that shit to come up like, hold up, bro, you calling me out and shit, but my dad tried to make that fight. My pops went and tried to make that fight, so I ain't saying call him a bitch ass nigga or no crazy shit like that, but I expected more, especially when we talking about Devin Haney. If he wasn't him, if he wasn't the one that'll let you know, that'll pull up on you, pulling up on Teofimo, yeah, pulling up on Cambosos, yeah. Oh, you call my name? What's up with it? Oh, Gary Russell, what's popping? Like he pulling up on everything. He doing all this shit. But with Shakur, oh man, yeah, he's supposed to call me out. You know what I'm saying? Why he's a competitor.
But him and Shakur have relate. We still choose the
Shakur don't seem to care though, John. Though Shakur don't care. He ain't acting like Devin.
So you feel like Shakur's just been like just completely disrespectful? Like, nah, I don't.
No, I don't think he's been completely disrespectful. I think that Devin Haney has been too respectful.
And another thing, when you mention Bill, we got to remember that Bill is not only the trainer and the father, he's also like he's Leonard Ellaby of DHP. He's the Leonard Ellaby of DHP.
The president of that motherfucker. Yes, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like so it's regardless, we know he has a tendency to talk in circles. So I don't know why we would hold Devin to anything that he says. You know what I'm saying? If we know that he has a tendency to talk in circles, and why are we holding Devin accountable for that? That's just like
I hold everyone accountable who talks in circles, bro.
But you can't hold Devin accountable for what Bill's saying, though. Is what I'm saying. You can't hold Devin accountable for what Bill is saying. I just didn't
like the response, bro. Like I don't like how respectful that shit was. When I seen you get mad disrespectful with everybody else, I don't like that shit. I don't like how respectful that was, because if what your daddy is saying is true, that means you could have pulled his car and say, bro, you calling me out. But we tried to make the fight and they said you wasn't available. Talk to your people. Fuck you calling me out for. That's what I would have liked to see. But let me go to SWAT, bro. Let me go to SWAT. But go ahead, John Doe. Say what you were gonna say.
Nah, I was just gonna say I compare, like, and no disrespect, because I actually hold Bill Haney on a high pedestal for everything that he's doing with his family, his kids, and Devin. You know what I'm saying? I hold him on a high pedestal. But I compare, like, us listening to what Bill Haney. I always hate when people listen to Bernie the boxer and be like, well, Terrence Crawford camp. Like, this nigga half the time he don't even be in the camp. But that's it, man. Go ahead.
I got you. But Bill Haney, and I'm gonna say this last point. Bill Haney runs DHP. Bill Haney is the one negotiating these deals for Devin. That's completely different from Bernie the boxer, bro. That's two completely different things. Point one, and then the last point again. It is not. I need people to understand. It's competitive for him to call Shakur out and be like, "Yo, we tried to make that fight." But we tried to make that fight. We went to Bob Arum and asked for that fight, but they said you weren't available. But now you calling me out publicly when we tried to make the fight behind the scenes already. That's not disrespectful. That's competitive. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not calling nobody out their name and shit. That's competitive. That's what you supposed to do. And you can't tell me that if you really got that card and you really went to Bob for that fight. I done seen Devin and Bill pull people cards before, bro. So what's so different about Shakur? Why you ain't pulling his card? That's all I'm saying, bro. And again, it's not disrespectful to say that we tried to make a fight, bro. That's not disrespectful at all. I think, again, you can respect him, but I thought the response, given how Shakur is behaving, given how he is acting, I thought the response was way too motherfucking respectful, bro. I thought it was way too respectful. Swat Jones, talk to me, bro. What's up?
Hey, can I say one thing real quick, KO? One thing.
Go ahead,
And
bro. I'm trying to get to
Go
everybody.
ahead.
Yeah, and then it's open. Then it's open for whoever. Let me get to everybody, and then we open for whoever. Swat, talk to me.
Yo, my man. Man, yeah. I mean, hey, man. Hey, salute to you. You know, just for letting me up here, man. Salute to the panel, man. Salute to the chat. As always, love y'all. Already know what time it is. I mean, I think my square, man. I'm a fan, man. I stay in that realm. I just stay in that, but I also come from like a personal kind of feeling towards like competition. So, you know, just after the couple years, man, I don't use duck. Like, I don't use that word at all, like no more, really, man. Because, you know, I think one thing, just having more respect for the fighters, understanding what they go through, you know, and all that other stuff, you know, you just can't use that word around loosely. But I'm gonna say this. I think Dev is smart, man. So I think he more focused on Loma. You know, I think Shakur, I don't think he's scared to fight Shakur at all. But I do think that he know that he got to get past Loma. I think it's a lot of history behind Dev and Loma than only the public eye would see, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because it's so much behind that story. You know, everybody know Bob loved Loma, and I'm just saying, I really feel that, and Bob shows that to me. So I'm just gonna say, Bob rocked with Loma, man. Period. And the thing is, Dev, you know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong at all,
right.
bro. You're not wrong at all. Go ahead.
Right. And the thing is that Square Biz as a competitor, see, I'm looking at it like, all right, I don't mind you fucking with Loma if I'm dead. I don't mind that shit. I got the belts. I'm the baddest motherfucker in here. That means I ain't got to do everything you tell me to do. I ain't got to listen to you all the time. And I got my daddy behind me. Man, nigga, give me my money. And see, I know that that's what, and see, going up against Loma, it's like, it's almost like Dev know, like, I gotta beat his ass, man. But it's just more personal. So with Shakur, everybody knows Shakur, and I hate to say it, I love Shakur, man, but he like the third wheel. He like the girlfriend. He like that that second girl coming to the date. If you don't knock that one down, man, yo, I'm gonna get you if I can't get her. I don't know. That's just how I look at the shit in my head. You know what I'm saying? And so Shakur, yeah, I hear you talking, but I ain't really focused on you, man. I gotta focus on this right now. But whatever happened with that, then I'll talk to you later. And Shakur know that shit, but Shakur a bad motherfucker. So I think Dev gotta focus on Loma right now, because if Loma beat Dev, and I got Dev, but if he beat Dev, that changed his whole kind of trajectory with this whole shit. I mean, I don't know what that's gonna do, but I'm just saying, I think Dev know that. So Dev gotta beat Loma, and Shakur trying to catch his wave. And I'm not saying, and again, the boy made Yoshino, he made him look like garbage. But Yoshino, watching his fights, he ain't trash. Shakur is just that good, man. He just really is a good fighter, man. Shakur, you can't take nothing from him. Dev know if he knock off Shakur, it's gonna do a lot. So I'm just saying, I don't think Dev is ducking Shakur by focusing on Loma. I think he need to focus on Loma. Right, and I don't want to be too long-winded, but that this is just my piece right now, because I'm cooking and shit. But what y'all think about? I mean, that's just where I'm at with it.
Nah, I don't disagree with anything that you said, really. I like a lot of what you said. I don't think Shakur is anybody's third wheel. He just ain't. He shouldn't be the primary target for Devin or Loma. I mean, or Tank. What I will say about Devin and focusing on Loma and all that, I think it's good. I think it's validity to what you're saying. But what we gotta also say is the fact is, this ain't what he usually do though. Having a fight, not having a fight, all that shit, it usually don't matter. And to bring it up don't mean you hate it. It usually don't matter. It's usually if you speak my name, if you say something about me, what's popping?
Right, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, usually it's that. So it's something different. Now you got some people that's gonna say, oh, because he knows Shakur, that guy. Like, shit, that's why he different. Or some, oh no, he just focused on Loma because it's the biggest test of his career. Whatever you want to point to as the reason, we can all agree that the energy is a little different right now. It's a little different than what we are used to seeing from him, bro. Let me go to Jay Nori. Jay Nori, talk to me.
Salute KO, salute the channel. I mean panel in the chat. Man, I'm with you 100% where what you was cooking on to begin the stream. A lot of times with fans, man, we want to believe the narrative so bad. We want to believe that our fighter is unreapproachable. Like you can't touch him. Everything they say about him is all facts. He knocks out all the sparring partners. He does all this and that. And when we get a little bit of dose of reality, we ready to call him a duck and throw him under the bridge and all this other good shit. At the end of the day, man, just be human. Just use your common sense. You know Dev wants to fight Tank, but you know he been calling out a lot of fighters before that. See, if someone got some background, boss.
Yeah, somebody gonna need to figure out who it is. Go ahead, I'll figure it out. Go ahead.
Like we know. Let me try to pick up. We know that Dev wants to fight Tank, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. They got a lot of history, but you got to start keeping that 100. You got to start keeping that 100 with the boxing fans. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you want the Tank fight, say that. Don't say, "Oh, Shakur's a publicity stunt." Oh, he don't really want to fight us. You know, we talked to Bob. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. The man called you out on live television twice. He wants to fight you. He's politicking with the WBC. He wants to fight you. Don't do that. You know, it's just keep it a buck. Just say we trying to fight Tank. That's a fight that anybody will want. Tank's calling your name out. You calling his name out.
No one with any common sense will be mad at that.
Exactly. No one's mad at that.
No one will be mad. Hey man, look, we're focusing on Loma, but if we get through Loma, that's our complete focus. We're really looking to make the Tank fight. And then if we stay at 135, of course we'll be open to fighting Shakur. And then you ain't gotta say shit else.
Exactly.
Like they make the shit harder than it need to be sometimes. But go ahead, bro.
Exactly, and that's all I'm saying. Just keep it a buck. You don't have to build yourself up like the Superman and you the boogeyman of every division. Nah, you probably not the boogeyman. There's some people that actually do want to fight you, dog. But you might have some other business to attend to, and that's fine. But just keep it a buck. Don't start building narratives, and then when you get caught in loops and caught in lies, and you want everybody to forget this one and then pick up this one, and you talking to this guy, and then you changing your story on each panel. Don't do that. And I'm talking about fans and the fighters. Everybody. Just keep it a buck. Support the fighters, and we will get the fights. My favorite fighter is Bud. I'm going to end on this. My favorite fighter is Bud. Do I think he ducked Errol? I do not. I think he was being a little curmudgeon. He was trying to get the best deal, and he wanted to play hardboil. He wanted to play hardboil, and he took some fight with Avanesian. I don't like that fight. No one wanted to see that fight. I was pissed off. I called him out. I said, "Look, man, I understand you trying to get a bag. I understand you do this for a living, but nobody wants to see that. Just keep it a buck. Nobody wants to see that. We want to see you fight EJ. And if you can't find a deal with EJ, then you need to fight Boots. You need to fight somebody. And if everybody would just keep it a buck, we would get more fights, and it would happen sooner. There wouldn't be no unnecessary buildup. We would get what we want from these boxes and from these networks. I'm gonna leave it at that."
Sorry, Jay Nori, but Bud did duck Earl, man. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. You gotta.
I don't believe.
You gotta accept the reality, man. Shout out to my brother.
See you in June.
Shout out to my brother Bo Desi, the late bloomer, with the $10 in Super J. Says just 1 month ago, Devin Shakur was going back and forth heavy, and Shakur told Devin to focus on Lomachenko. He was going back and forth with Bill Haney. I know what you're talking about. He said Shakur had his first fight and called Dev out. Dev responded, "Now it's the energy you don't like." Well, Shakur told Devin to focus on Lomachenko because the worst kept secret, Bo Desi, the worst kept secret in boxing right now is that Devin was always fighting Lomachenko. Everybody knew it. Everybody knew it except diehard Devin Haney fanboys that want to paint everybody as a duck. So, of course, he told him to focus on Loma because he knew he was fighting Loma. Everybody knew he was fighting Loma except diehard Devin Haney fans that want to paint everybody else as a duck. So, that's the answer to that question. Again, when you change something, I'm just gonna point it out, bro, about the last part of your super chat. And again, I appreciate you in that super chat, bro. The energy a little different because it used to not matter. It used to not matter what he had going on. If you act like you wanted any kind of wreck with Devin, if you acted like you wanted any kind of smoke with him, he coming at you full-fledged. Specifically, if he got ammunition on you, I just watched him drop the sparring footage on Hector Luis Garcia to try to make Tank look bad. And you got a motherfucking smoking Desert Eagle in your back pocket, bro. You got a motherfucking Trump card that you could pull. Where y'all done went and asked Bob Arum, man, we want Shakur. That's what y'all saying. We went and we said we want Shakur. And then he had the audacity to call you out publicly and you don't say shit about it? Bro, please, the Devin Haney, I know. Man, you calling me out publicly and shit, but what happened when we asked Bob Arum for that fight? At Shakur Stevenson. What happened to that shit? That's all I'm saying, Bo Desi. Appreciate you in that super chat, man. Let me go to my brother. I think it's Hunter on the hunt. Hunter, what up, bro?
Oh,
and then we going to Anthony, and then we going to Anthony Jones. Then we got Ryan in the panel all the way open for any kind of smoke. Go ahead, though, Hunter. What's up?
Oh, what's up? Knockout in the chat. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, man. You good? You good? Talk to me.
All right, bet. First, I want to start off saying that I just recently, maybe about a year ago now, got back into watching boxing. I was in Sirius, so we had no like American channels, so I had to get back on something that I knew. But like you said earlier, a lot of people out here putting out narratives. I jumped through a couple of channels and listened to a couple people, listen to their facts and stuff. But you ain't one of them people. You keep it consistent and everything you say, you back up with facts. So that's why I stick with channels like yours and try to learn more. And I watch the fights and I watch what's going on in the news and stuff like that. My whole hour and a half drive to work, whole 2 hours back, I'm watching, videos and listening and seeing how people move. I don't think none of them are scared to fight each other. That's the first thing. But like you said, the vibe was different. Like I thought about when he jumped in when Devin jumped in the ring to challenge Lomachenko, right? And I don't know what Lomachenko said to him before that, but that was my thought when Shakur said something. I was like, okay, well, Devin gonna come back, and Devin ain't say nothing. Bill was quiet for 2 days or 3 days. They didn't have that same energy. And like you said, he pulled out the thing with Hector Garcia for Tank, showing their little sparring match, this and that. So to me, the energy ain't the same. I think he know that's a tougher fight than he won't. So he trying to just downplay the situation. Bill normally out here running off at the lips. I seen the whole thing where he went to the liquor store looking for Teofimo dad and all that stuff. I watched all that. Bill ain't do none of that, to Shakur. He ain't running around, smacking gums. He said, yeah, he went to Top Rank and all that, but he ain't proved none of that. So in my mind, they just know, he the truth. And I only seen a couple of his fights, but I can tell you right now, he one of the top ones just from watching all their fights. So to me, they all good fighters. And that's all I pretty much gotta say. I ain't here to argue with nobody, but I just think people miss those facts, that stuff.
I already appreciate you, Hunter. Anthony Jones, what up? Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, man? Look, the question is Devin ducking Shakur? No, he's not. He's not ducking Shakur. But the thing is, if he continues to fight at 135, his power is weakened at 135. But if Shakur can win that fight more at 135 than 140. Because at 140, I feel like Devin Haney's power can finally, fully be strengthened. And Shakur, he's at his best at 135 right now. In his last performance, he beat a guy that was 16-0, and he beat him within 6 rounds, just a wipeout. And Devin Haney, he's not ducking Shakur because he got to fight. He got to fight Lomachenko. Mm-hmm. But if he was to fight, if he was to fight Shakur Stevenson next, that's not a guarantee that he's going to win that fight right there.
Mm-hmm. Shit, he ain't guaranteed to be wrong. But go ahead, because I'm going to respond to everything you said. But go ahead, finish up if you got more. You got more?
I feel like Shakur, he's at his best right now. This honestly, I feel like, Shakur, he's at his best, and he's probably gonna. That's all I have to say, man.
I got you. Bo Desi, no duck. I want to be clear. Devin Haney's not ducking Shakur Stevenson, bro. Never said that. It ain't there yet. We will not know what's up until after Tank get done with Ryan, Devin get done with Loma. Ain't nobody got no fights coming up. Then we see how they move. So no duck. No duck. Change in energy. Those are two different things. As far as what you said, Anthony, before I pass it to Ryan, I would just say, bro, number one, if we count on Devin to somehow get power when he moves up, I don't know. That rarely happens. Maybe he is leaving some power on the scale. We'll see. Shakur Stevenson being the best at 135, I don't know, because again, Shakur Stevenson walk around just as heavy as Devin Haney in the 150s or something. Like Shakur Stevenson, the big boy too, so he might continue to get better as he moves up. As far as Shakur Stevenson just looking great, and I'm ready to crown him because of what he did to Sashino. I gotta see more. Like, I know the skill set, two division champion, Olympic silver medalist, all that shit. If you got eyes, you can see the boy cold, but I ain't ready to say that what he did to Sashino are things to come against elite fighters at 135, because I don't even consider Sashino. Maybe he a top 25, top 30 lightweight or something like that, maybe. But Shakur performance over him, he did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like when you just do what you're supposed to do, it's like, all right, good job, but what's next? You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at with it. But Ryan, what's up with it, bro? Welcome back, man. Talk to me.
What's going on, y'all? Salute KO, salute to the panel.
Sure.
I basically gotta say, I don't think Devin's ducking. I don't think he's ducking, but I think he being real. Like, that's a political correct answer for real. I feel like it's more so they not ducking, but they don't want to fight him right now. Because they said it a minute ago that they want to see him at 147. So you can't come at him spicy, because then everybody gonna be demanding for the fight, and then they're gonna be looking at you as a duck if you don't get the fight. So you gotta say some political correct stuff just to say, all right, I did respond, because we on this helmet about not responding. So he gotta say something, because he go back and say, oh yeah, he got the best of me in this sparring, but we was 16 and 17. That's old. That's not. But just 2 months ago, y'all was saying how y'all washed Tank, and you was young. But it don't. But now the age don't matter back then. I just feel like they just trying to, and that's why Bill off the, Bill for real, Bill never even said like, all right, well, once we done with Loma, we gonna go back to Bob and set the fight up. He never said that. Like they running around in circles for real, because they don't want to fight him right now. They trying to stall it out till later on, because they feel like that's the hardest fight for him for real. But they don't want to make it seem like they ducking, But I mean, that's just my take on it.
I ain't mad. All right, that's everybody that said they piece. Panel is open. Y'all know what the topic is. Talk y'all shit, man.
Real quick, man. I'm gonna get this out the way real quick. No, hold on. I'm gonna get this out the way.
Yo, give a topic.
This is the problem right here. When we talk about anybody who want to say Devin energy is different. Okay, cool. I got you. I hear you. The problem is, if you go back and watch, I brought this out last night. I'm gonna bring it out again. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts on what I'm about to say.
I heard what you said. Go ahead and say it for the people. I watched the whole show.
The reason that the question that was asked to Shakur and the response that he gave, quote unquote, calling Devin out, is because Devin was the one who said, and go listen, they said, Devin's been very adamant, texting Mark Kriegel, that he's staying in the division. He not leaving the division. It wasn't Shakur calling Devin out. Devin was telling everybody, I ain't going nowhere. You win, then, hey, I'm next up. You know what I'm saying? If the Tank fight don't happen, I ain't saying he's saying it in those words. I'm just saying, when the question was asked, the question was that Devin is adamant that he's staying in the division. That was what was said. And so it wasn't Shakur making the call out in that situation. It was Shakur responding to what Devin had been telling Mark Kriegel.
Hey, but
so
I got a question for that.
Let him finish, and then he wanted me to respond to it. Then y'all got it, bro. I don't say what I got to say for the most part, unless somebody come directly at me. But he let me respond to him. Then y'all got it, bro. Finish up, Doug.
My bad, I muted myself. All I'm saying is, if you wanna say Devin energy is changing, my only problem is if his energy changing, then he wouldn't have been so adamant about staying in the division even after Shakur done won his fight, knowing that was WBC eliminated.
I got you. So this is, and I didn't want to type in your chat last night because I can be a distraction and shit, and people start talking and all that shit. So I was listening to you, and I heard what you said, and so my thoughts is this, bro. Like I feel what you're saying, but again, to me, that just further proves my point. So why ain't he say none of that shit, bro? See, that's what we can't do. Like, so he focused only on Loma, right? But he watching the Shakur fight, and he got enough time to text to Mark Kriegel and be like, yeah, let him know I'm staying in the division for the foreseeable future. So you got two smoking guns. You could, like, instead of this politically ass correct response, you could be like, yo, we asked for the fight behind the scenes, and you ain't even really called me out. Shit. I let them know that I wasn't leaving the division in the middle of your fight so they could relay that message to you. What's happening? What's popping, bro? That's what I think, bro. I think he should have did that shit. If they telling the truth and they ain't just instigating and being messy, and he really was texting them. Because you know them reporters will get up there and lie to your ass, bro.
But
if that is indeed true, if what they're saying is indeed true, so you done asked for the fight and Bob Aaron them told you, nah, he ain't on the table. You done text them and let them know, hey, let them know I'm staying in the division, bro. I ain't going nowhere. Good performance, nigga. I ain't going nowhere. So you done did those things. And he's still calling you out. People still on your helmet. It take you a week almost to respond, number one. And number two, you don't say none of that shit. You don't use none of that shit. I got questions, is what I'm saying, right? So I got a lot of questions about that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not. I'm gonna let
y'all
go ahead.
But look,
hold on. I got a question for you, Dub. I got a question for you.
Yes,
you said he's keeping his energy the same by letting everybody know he's staying at 135. That's great. The problem is, why didn't he just stick to the story he already had? The story he'd been telling everybody before he got called out by Shakur was he's leaving Top Rank. This is his third and final fight. As soon as Shakur called him out, all of a sudden I went to the office and I asked about this fight and this and that. Just stick to the story, boss.
But
you want to fight Tank.
Bill came out and said that even before the call out. Bill.
That's what I'm saying. So stick to the story.
Let me get these shout outs real quick. Shout out to Hunter on the Hunt. Not only is he on the panel, he became a member to the channel again, man. And appreciate you, Hunter on the Hunt. I see my brother King Judah in the building. What up, King Judah, inside the square circle with King Judah. Then I got a super chat from my brother Jesse Green. Jesse Green with the $5 in super chat. He said the way Devin looked at his last weigh in, if I were him, I would move up. If how people feel about him moving up. I agree. I've been said he should move up, bro. I think I don't think the smart thing to do, instead of letting, like, because I hear what people say, oh, well, he just said he's standing around because everybody talking shit. They doing this, they doing. Look, bro, you done became undisputed. You defending against Loma. You wait to see how you feel on that motherfucking scale. And if you don't feel right, if your face is sunken in and you weight drain and shit, man, move up.
Listen here.
Yeah, I'm going there.
He can't.
Hold on. I just want to respond.
What's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen to him. No matter they done put themselves in a position. No matter what Devin do now, somebody gonna find a way to paint him as a duck. I'm telling you right now. If it's a Shakur Stevenson fan and he fight Tank, they gonna say ducking Shakur. If it's a Tank Davis fan and he fights Shakur, they gonna say he ducking Tank. If he move up to 140 and I don't give a fuck. He could fight Regis. He could fight Subriel Matias. He could fight motherfucking Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez winner. It don't matter who he fight. At 140 pounds, if he move up to 140 at this point, after everything him and his daddy said, they gonna call that young man a duck. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Go ahead.
I was trying to tell him.
I just want to
get in there. Let me get up in here, bro, because I keep hearing this whole.
Hold on. John asked me a question specifically, right? John, ask your question one more time. I want to respond to him, and then
ask your question. Right side, respond to it, and y'all let the homie Rich get in. Go ahead.
All right. All I'm saying is, instead of saying, "Oh, we went to ask about the fight," why don't you just stick to the story that you're gonna leave Top Rank and you're gonna fight Tank? Don't try to give a little add-on so you don't have to answer the call out. That's what I'm saying.
You saying why did Bill?
Why didn't he tell the truth and say, "I'm leaving Top Rank. I'm gonna fight Tank"? That's what I'm trying to do. Instead of saying, "Oh yes, I'm interested in the Shakur fight," and we know you're not interested in the Shakur fight. You want to fight Tank because that's the guy you've been lining up. Why didn't he just say that?
No, I agree with that. I agree. I can't take.
I ain't gonna lie. Where is that fact at? How is that a fact?
I don't think you're gonna do that.
Know what these niggas want to do.
Right, we don't even know if he
what
gonna
fact?
fight Tank for real.
You said it's not.
You saying y'all don't know if Dev? Y'all saying y'all don't know if Dev want to fight Tank?
No. But he said you don't want to fight Shakur and all this. Like, how you know that?
Because you want to fight Tank.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
You
According
can't
to
have it both
they were
ways.
just
This is what I'm
talking
talking
trash
about.
about Shakur
Which
Stevenson.
one is it,
But
dog?
look. I keep hearing this
Is
whole
Tank your
energy
next
shit.
fight that you going for? Is it Shakur? Pick
No,
one.
look. I keep hearing. I get your point, but
When
the
we
thing
hear from Dev,
my pushback is that you kind of said something as if you knew it was a fact, and we don't know what these niggas are. You said he's not trying to fight Shakur right now. We don't know that. I don't see why anybody would even say his name if they wasn't trying to fight that nigga.
This is what I'm talking about. So first y'all say he just moved up to 135. Now y'all moved on to, well, we're not sure who you're going to fight. He said he's going to fight Tank.
Wait, who
I'm
is
talking
y'all?
about Devin Haney fans who don't want to be objective. He
I'm a
wants to
Devin Haney
fight
fan.
Tank.
But look,
that's what I'm
here's the
saying.
thing.
And
anytime
Haney we hear from Devin, the only name he mentioned is
I'm actually
Tank.
a Shakur fan as well, but the only thing I'm pushing back on is you kind of speaking for him. You keep saying y'all know y'all don't want to do this, but look, I wanted to talk about this whole energy change up shit because yeah, I mean I can see it. The nigga Devin don't talk to Shakur Stevenson or about Shakur Stevenson the way he talk about Gary, the way he talk about T.O., the way he talk about all them niggas, Tank, whatever the fuck. He don't talk about Shakur Stevenson that way, bro. He got respect for him. The niggas damn near grew up with each other. But I don't see Shakur Stevenson talking about Devin Haney in a way that I would understand the reason why y'all don't like the way Devin talking to him.
Nah, Rich.
Nah.
You've been very soft.
Let me finish.
You've been very calm. Go ahead.
Look, because look, the craziest shit I heard Shakur say was that he was gonna smoke him, and that when they sparred in the past, he got the better of him. And shit, I watched the little sparring shit. I thought Shakur got the better of him. Is that him talking crazy, or is that just him? You feel me? What's the name? And the whole smoking shit. When Devin, Bill, and Shakur was on the live, Bill told Shakur that Devin was gonna beat his ass, and Devin said, "Yeah, I for surely am." So the way I see it, that nigga Devin already said he was gonna beat him up. Shakur said he was gonna beat him up, but I've never seen Shakur Stevenson fight for a title eliminator and not instantly call out the champ, like Dub Right Side just said. Shakur Stevenson was not finna say Devin Haney's name in that interview until they brought up the fact that Devin Haney was finna stay in the division and that Devin said he was staying there, bro.
That's not a fact.
After the fight,
by the way.
Hold on. And after the fight, you got Shakur Stevenson saying shit.
Yo,
I don't know which way I want to go, if I want to chase legacy or if I want to chase
nah.
fame. And when have I ever
I don't like that shit, yeah.
No, so
Shakur is the ultimate opposition.
Hold on.
Let
I fuck with Shakur Stevenson, bro. Like, I remember me being this nigga biggest fan, but like my whole thing is I listened to the nigga talk, bro, and I've never heard him say some of the shit that he been saying recently when it come to anybody else, except when it come to Devin. So I can get with the whole, you feel me, Devin energy ain't the same when it's Shakur shit. Why would somebody, I can get with that, you feel me? But can we call this shit down the middle and say that the nigga Shakur saying different shit as well? Because I don't understand why you would, like, when he fought for the title eliminator to fight Jamal and shit, I don't remember him bringing up fucking Rocket Mob and anybody, all the other 130s. I remember him saying, Jamal, you got to fight me for that belt. You feel me? So I don't see why he would be in the ring saying anything other than Devin Haney until they put the pressure on him. And this ain't even the first time this shit happened. I'm going to keep it a man. So can anybody tell me why Shakur energy ain't the exact same? Because him saying he'll smoke him, Devin been saying that shit.
Y'all let me catch super chat. Y'all let me catch super chat. Then y'all got it. Shout out Big Dog Willie. Hashtag Con the Goat. Oh, he ain't got that no more. Big Dog Willie. Hashtag TWT. I guess you got rid of that Amir Khan bullshit. But shout out with the $2 in super chat. He says Bill Wolf Ticket Haney says Thanos ducked Devin. Damn, Big Dog Willie. All right, y'all go ahead, bro. Y'all got it.
Because
I know Big Dog ain't talking about no wolf tickets when he done told us everybody done duck Khan. I know he ain't talking about no wolf tickets.
Shakur is the ultimate opposition, man. And the reason I'm gonna say this, man. Shakur is the okay. You got Tank who pulling in. I ain't saying he a pay-per-view superstar. I'm not even going into all that. I don't give a shit about it. But the boy bringing in money, and he bring the city out. Everybody know that. Then you got Devin with all the belts. Shakur is the ultimate threat to both of them, and everybody know that that's true because Shakur could take both of them out. I mean, I'm a Tank fan. I love all three of them. I do. But I'm just saying, if I'm Tank or if I'm Dev, Shakur is the one that I'm not wanting to see. Period. So the thing,
that's conjecture though. I asked
But
about the
think about,
energy.
but okay, hold on, let me finish. Let me land it. So what I'm saying is, okay, now I put myself in the position to build with my son. I mean, I just try to take everything that I am and incorporate it into being a fan when I'm trying to understand their life, if that makes sense. I don't know everything, but at the same time, see, Dev got all the belts. Dev got a future. Dev could either go to 140 or Dev could want to sit back and really, and you know, do all them sacrifices to make 135 to fight Shakur or Tank. Now, what it make, but hold on. But what make it interesting? What make it interesting is that sources say, and I don't really rock with all the sources, but they say that Bill could possibly be negotiating with Bob Arum for a fourth fight. Now that put Dev and Shakur on the same side of the street. Ain't no other side of the street. Ain't no bullshit. Shakur done called that boy out plenty of times. So Shakur, I think no matter what they say in the social media or the damn reports or whatever, Dev know that Shakur can take him out. Shakur know that Dev can take him out. And the thing is, it just so happened that if they can make negotiations happen on the same side of the street, that means even with Bob Arum, it damn near keep the belts in house. That's a hell of a lot easier negotiation than going to try to get Tank. Now, I'm a Tank fan. I want to see Tank fall every fucking body because I don't want to see no more Rudy Poo. So I ain't even taking Tank off the motherfucking off the shelf. Hell no. He gotta fight somebody after motherfucking Ryan. If he get past Ryan, I know he will, but I don't take no fight out. But I'm just saying, even if Dev wanted that fight with Tank and Shakur calling him out, and me, I'm like, no, the most business it, you need to go for Shakur. Shakur want the belt. You've been talking all this shit the whole time. The belt is on the line. You know the boy can fight. You know the boy is ready for what you got. So if you really want that smoke, shit, it's a up in 50-50 if Tank want the smoke. But it ain't no goddamn 50-50 if Shakur wants to smoke. And that's what make Dev, to me and Shakur, it make it a must for me. And I mean that.
Nah,
and go ahead.
bro.
No, that's
That's
not a
just my
must,
opinion.
bro.
I
That's
hear
just
Look,
my
what you.
opinion.
I hear
No,
what you're
look,
saying. Let
man.
me go to King Judah because he just
Jump
got
in
in.
there,
Nobody answered
Judah.
my question though. That's
Jump
yo,
in there, Judah.
Now
yeah, no, so look. Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
let me say this. Then we're gonna go to King Judah. I want to respond to Swai, and then Rich asked a question that I thought somebody was gonna answer. I'm gonna answer it for him though. But Swai Jones, I feel you, bro. But the last part you said, talking all that shit, the only fight like Shakur is secondary, bro. The only like if Devin goes to negotiate with Top Rank without trying to see what's popping with Tank, then he ducked Tank. If
Hey,
Tank go,
Yeah, for sure. I believe that.
if Tank go do anything next after Ryan, other than go try to see what's popping with Devin, then he ducking Devin, bro. They
Yeah,
like
for
when
real.
the last part you said about talking shit. Tank and Devin have talked the most shit. They teams have talked the most shit. Ain't no backing out of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Shakur, you had one fight at 135. Get you an even better fight. It's so much smoke
Yeah.
for you at 135 to get yourself ready for
Yeah,
Devin the
man.
Tank winner. Go do that shit. But no, Devin, you do not. I don't want them trying to negotiate shit with Top Rank until they see what's popping with Tank first. Make me come on this motherfucker and get on Tank Davis' ass for ducking you before you do anything else. Or make me come on this motherfucker if you Tank and make me get on Devin ass for ducking you if that's what happened. Or make me come on this motherfucker and say, I told y'all neither one of them was ducking. We got the biggest fight in boxing. Who won best and
Right.
push up? Give me that first. I'm not
And
trying to hit the shit. So that's the swap. To Rich, here's the thing,
no,
bro.
KO. Oh, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
To Rich, here's the thing, bro. Like I feel what you're saying, but Shakur and Devin both said they're gonna beat each other ass on that live that you're talking about. But then I watched Shakur look in the camera and be like, yeah, I always got the best of Dev. He easy work. People gonna be surprised how easy I make it look. I'm gonna show y'all that I am who I say I am. Tell him, come on, and then winked at the camera on his ass. And then all the shit that Devin, again, bro. If they weren't telling me that he had all these smoking guns and didn't use them, I wouldn't even be tripping saying that his energy changed up. But when I see that they are claiming that he texted them to let them know he was staying in the division. When I see his pops claiming that they went and asked for Shakur, but Bob Arum told him no, dog. When I see that they are floating this shit around, But then I watched what Devin Haney's response was, a very respectful response. Nah, bro, that ain't you. That's not what Devin do, dog. That ain't what they been about this whole time. Why people love them, why they are so polarizing, why people are always talking about Devin because they get shit popping. They ain't turning down no smoke. They ain't turning down no face. If you call them out, if you get to talking shit about them, they talking shit right back. They do that shit with Tank. They do that shit with Loma. They did that shit to Cambosos. They did that shit with everybody. So they got it. So that's why I say the energy has changed. They're respectful. Like, can you imagine? Like all the shit. Like, so I texted them to let them know that I'm staying at the division so I can smoke your ass. Then on top of that, my daddy asked for the fight. But you still calling me out publicly like that shit didn't happen and I don't say nothing about it? Nah, bro. No, that's a change.
Nah, but look, Knockout, I didn't say Devin Haney energy wasn't different. I know it is, but I'm saying can we acknowledge that this nigga Shakur talking different as well? That's what I'm saying.
No.
He got more. Okay, I got
no.
No, I feel you. And then I got to go to King Judah, bro. He got more respect for Devin than he had for Oscar Valdez and Jamel Herring. Fucking right. Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. I agree. King Judah, talk to me, bro. What's up?
Go ahead.
Okay, man. Look, I just want to say salute, KO, salute to the panel. Look, bro, I'm listening to everything y'all saying. I think we all understand what's going on. Nobody wrong. I don't think nobody wrong up here, but we all looking at it from different perspectives, right? And I just want to kind of give mine. Listen, bro, for people saying that Devin energy changing or he ducking Shakur, he not paying attention to Shakur. What y'all don't realize is Devin have a one-track mind for Tank Davis. And for the people saying, and I know somebody saying that he should have had more smoke, but I'm looking at it from Devin's point of view. If you've been trying to get Tank this whole time, this the closest you ever had Tank to entertaining the idea of fighting you. We know they're not cool, but we know they don't talk to each other, right? So the most you can communicate to Tank is your actions. So the worst thing you can do when you telling Tank I want you next is to entertain a fight with Shakur Stevenson publicly. Because when it comes down, when you roll back around, Tank might be like, "Look, I got some more fights lined up, bro." And then if Tank looked Devin in his face like, "Bro, I ain't know what the hell you was gonna do. You was up there talking about fighting Shakur." Tank would not be wrong to tell him that, man. You was up here talking about fighting Shakur in front of the whole world. So yeah, I had other plans. And for the people saying that Devin wishy-washy because he's saying one day I want Tank and I want Devin, let's not act like Devin always knew for a fact that Tank was gonna fight him. Devin have always, whenever he say he won't Tank or somebody, he have always had something else waiting in the background because that fight has always fell through from him. So it's not uncommon to think that, okay, yeah, I won't Tank, but I will kind of entertain Shakur, but I won't entertain Shakur verbally. That way they can be used against me because I'm telling you, between two dudes who not communicating with each other, everything Devin do is communication to Tank Davis. When you entertain Shakur, you know what I'm saying? So that's the angle I'm coming from. And far as the people who saying, well, Shakur doing this and Shakur doing that, bro, honestly, bro, Shakur not doing nothing wrong, bro. He not doing nothing wrong. He want to get in that mix, but realistically speaking, bro, Devin Haney and Tank Davis is up for a fight with each other. Shakur is trying to slide in. That's what he's supposed to be doing. But I think Tank and Devin doing what they supposed to be doing. They paying attention to each other more.
I got you, and I'm inclined to agree with you, but there's one thing keeps sticking in my head, King Judah, and I want you to respond to it, bro. If what you're saying is true, right? If he's only focusing on Tank and he's trying not to let the people know that he entertaining Shakur and he doing this, how come after Shakur called him out, how come his daddy went around claiming that they asked Bob for that fight?
Hey, and I'm gonna answer that as honest, bro. I love Trill Bill, bro. I got love for Trill Bill. Y'all say he cap, right? Now, see, I always try to look for a difference. A lot of people say he cap, right? I don't think Bill cap. I think Bill is like, we know he from the street, right? But I think Bill is literally the type of dude, bro. He answer fire with fire, even if it don't make sense. The moment he feel the slightest disrespect, he get on your level instantly. He say whatever it takes to let you know that he coming back with heat, regardless. Like, and that's what I think he do. So a lot of times it don't come out right, but that's why he doing it. So Devin saying one thing, what's really going on? All Bill heard was slight disrespect, so he shot disrespect right back. That's what I think Bill Haney does, bro. That's me. That's my opinion. I don't know Bill Haney, but I'm just going off what I see.
I got you.
Are you saying he just lied?
Like, because you were making you were making a real good point about how like he don't want to entertain Shakur publicly because he really going after Tank and all that shit. You making a good point, but then as soon as you started making, I'm like, well, damn shit. If he ain't entertaining in public, why is his daddy publicly saying that they went to Shakur, they went to Bob Arum, and they asking for the fight, and the shit didn't come up until Shakur called him out. They never said that shit until Shakur called him out first, and that was Bill's response. So I don't know, bro. I just think that I'm with you though. Like you and I want the same thing. I only want them focused on Tank anyway. So if that's the fight I get, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I just want him to
think
answer.
Bill,
We gotta listen to what we hear from. We gotta listen to what we hear from Devin and not what we hear from Bill, man. Bill has shown us time and again that he blows smoke.
I don't think Devin got control over what Bill say at all, bro.
Hey, wait, when has Bill ever lied to the people though? Come on,
Devin have showed us.
So why can't Bill talk? Why can't Dev talk up and just say, you know what, this is what it is? He the fighter.
He talk when he talk.
He do it every time he do it.
I heard a couple of things, but I heard
that's like an enhanced agreement.
I heard Devin don't talk for Bill. I mean, Bill don't talk for Devin. It's like people say that shit when it ain't in his favor. When it's in his favor, when Bill popping this shit and you like what he's saying, then he do talk for Devin. But when some inconsistencies get pointed out, then he don't talk for Devin. Then I heard my man Rich say, when has Bill ever capped? when is he capped? When has he been dishonest to the people? All right, bro. Listen, man. I don't want, because it seemed like I'm picking on him, but bro, like
nah, go ahead.
Earlier today, bro, like when I was talking, bro, the man said that George Kambosos had a rematch clause for the belts and not Devin Haney. That's one, like, if you don't know that's cap, bro, I don't know what it is. They said, so he said that
what you mean?
What I mean by that? So
you said that George Kambosos had a rematch clause?
Yeah. Bill Haney said that George Kambosos' rematch clause was for the belts and not for Devin Haney, bro. That is cap, bro.
No, that is what it's for though. I ain't gonna lie, that's what it's for.
Y'all gotta stop this.
No, it's not.
Stop this.
No,
bro. We started
to stream on this.
If Devin would have dropped the belts, that nigga George wasn't gonna want to fight Devin.
Do you know what that means, bro? Like, so a couple of things. So if his contract was only for the belts, that means that he was able to go to the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA all at once and get them to agree that if he lost to Devin Haney, no matter what, his next fight was gonna be for the belts for all of them at once. These same
that ain't true, KO. That
don't make no sense, KO.
Look, bro, it's like this. If Devin would have not have fought George Kambosos, if Devin would have not have fought Kambosos, they would have took the belts from him, bro. That's the whole point. And if Devin would have dropped the belts, then Kambosos would have been in line for a title.
If they took
that makes no sense, by the way.
If they took the belts from him, bro, they were not gonna all come in lockstep and allow Kambosos to fight for all of them. Are y'all serious, bro?
No. That's not the point, though. That's not the point. The point is that
he didn't have a contract for the belts.
What are you talking about? The rematch clause was for the
like. Do y'all know, like when you have when you say that a fighter only has a contract for the belts, that means that he is getting to fight for them all because he had all of them when he lost. So you're telling me that basically the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA all said, fuck our mandatories, fuck our allegiance. If I'm the WBO, fuck my allegiance to Top Rank. If I'm the WBA, fuck my allegiance to motherfucking Al Heyman. If I'm the WBC, fuck my allegiance to Mexican fighters. We got it to where George Kambosos, if Devin Haney dropped them belts, you still get to fight for them motherfuckers. When in the history of boxing has that shit ever happened, bro?
Nah, it ain't all of them. But listen, if Devin would have dropped the belts, George would have been.
He said the belts, bro. He said the belts. So,
bro, because if Devin, y'all not understanding. Listen, with that, the point is that, nigga, if Devin would have chose not to fight Kambosos again, that just would have been it. The only way Kambosos was obligated to the fight again was if it was for all the belts.
Rich,
and that makes no sense.
He would have got Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, bro.
Yes,
Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, bro.
Exactly.
Bro, if Tyson Fury would have dropped the WBC belt, you think Wilder would have fought him instead of fighting for that vacant belt?
The big fight is fighting Tyson Fury. What are you talking about?
If Fury would have dropped the belt, he would have been sued for millions of dollars. Because what you're doing is, I gave you an opportunity to become champion by fighting me. I put a rematch clause in the contract to where if I lose, you got to give me my fight back. You try to skirt around my rematch clause and drop the belt. So that means now if I fight you, I don't get the same opportunity that I gave you. A lawyer would eat that shit up as they did. And what did Tyson Fury end up having to do?
He had to fight him, but if
Deontay
Fury
Wilder
would
in
have
the third
retired, then
motherfucking
what?
fight, bro.
If Fury would have retired, then what?
That is the only thing. So Devin should have retired?
No, if Devin would have moved up, then what?
Then George Kambosos could sue him.
No, that's not how it
Yes,
works.
he,
Bro.
yes, he
George
could.
Kambosos didn't even have the belt, did he?
Hell no,
George
he wouldn't.
Kambosos had
He would
3
have.
of the 4 belts, bro.
I
That
thought
nigga just would
Devin
have got
had
a
the
title
belts.
shot at one of them.
All right, cool. I got y'all.
Dog,
Now, y'all got
how
it.
did yo he lost the fight?
Somebody, all right, I got 100. I got 235 people in the chat. Let's do an exercise. Let's do a motherfucking exercise, bro. I got 235 people in the chat.
We
I
don't
got
have to do
9
that,
people
KO.
up here on the panel with me, bro.
We don't
Can
have to do that,
somebody, bro?
KO.
I keep asking this, and people keep skirting around the question. George Kambosos had a rematch clause, an immediate rematch clause, to where if he activated it, he get that motherfucker. No, I'm not listening, right side, because they keep doing this shit with me, bro. He had an immediate rematch clause where he get a shot at Devin if Devin beat him. Okay, can someone? It's a lot of people that love boxing in here, bro. It's a lot of people that love boxing that are historians, been watching a long time. Can somebody name me the one time? Just give me one. Give me one motherfucking time, bro. Give me one time where somebody had a rematch clause. They wanted their rematch clause, and the other fighter was able to get out of it, bro. Name me. Just give me, bro. Just somebody give me one motherfucking time, bro.
It hasn't happened, and that's why when me and you we had this conversation, when all that was going on, we both, and I agreed with you. We understood that he had to fight Kambosos twice. I understand that now. Regardless of what Bill says, regardless of what people want to tell you,
when they signed the fucking deal, they said they had to fight him twice.
Hold on.
Sudden,
bro,
the shit magically disappeared.
I know, no, and this is the problem. This is why. Hold on, Rich. Hold on. This is why when I sit here in the chat now, I'm telling y'all, it matters what people says. It matters what you say. When you say these things, you confuse individual who not really following the sport. You know, and I'm not saying anybody not following the sport. What I'm saying is that I got up here, KO. Me and you had this conversation, and I was like, "No, he fighting Kambosos next. We know that." Especially after Bill was on, I asked Bill the question, and Bill skirted all the way around it. Shout out to Bill Haney. At the end of the day, man, Bill is being a promoter. My thing is this right here. We don't hold Tank Davis accountable for what Leonard Ellaby says, right? We don't hold Tank Davis accountable for what Floyd Mayweather says.
When he was with him,
then why are we holding Devin accountable for what Bill says? And the reason I said that way, hold on. The reason I say it that way is because at the end of the day, Bill is performing the same roles that Floyd and that Leonard were performing for Tank.
Yeah, so y'all hated that shit. Y'all hated it.
And so at the end of the day, I agree with you, KO.
Hold
on, real quick. I agree with KO. I agree 100% with him. Bill was capping, bro. He was capping, and I didn't know it. I didn't understand it until I had my chance to ask Bill the direct question: what needs to happen to make for this fight, or what needs to happen for this fight to be made? And Bill skirted all the way around that. Once I saw that, then I understood where he was coming from. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. What I am saying is the same way we don't hold any of these other fighters to their promoters. Hell, we're not holding Ryan Garcia to what Oscar De La Hoya says. And the reason I say that is because we watched Ryan Garcia utilize his lawyers to make this fight with Tank. Oscar didn't want this fight. His lawyers had to get involved for this fight to happen. And so at the end of the day, man, all I'm saying is that I understand and I agree with you, KO. But at the same time, this is Bill, the promoter that we're talking about. And as the promoter, we done heard Eddie Hearn lie multiple times. We done heard Bob Arum lie multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Can't say nobody from the PBC because Al Heyman, he ain't gonna say shit. But we done heard promoters lie before. This ain't the first time. It ain't nothing new. And so I do agree. But at the same time, we got to understand what hat the individual is wearing in this situation.
Hey, shout out to Kilo. Shout out to Kilo Neater with the $5 in the super chat. Says, I don't think Top Rank wants to do business with them anymore. Bill said there's no option for a fourth fight. They may have rubbed Bob the wrong way. Well, they saying publicly that they want to do business with him. They giving them all kind of. They saying we got Teofimo for you, we got Josh Taylor for you. We want to make the Shakur Stevenson fight. So they saying different publicly at least. But we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Big Dog. Shout out to Big Dog with it. But Akilo, what I would say to that too, Bill is saying there's no option for a 4 fight, probably because he wants to make it look like they free and shit. I mean, you never know. You just gotta go in the wait and see mode and see what they actually do. Big Dog Willie, hashtag TWT, $5 in super chat. Bill Wolf ticket hang, bro. You gotta stop calling that man there, bro. It's selling premium first class werewolf ticks. I don't understand why you Haney capping for Bill. Just admit Bill be telling whoppers. All right, y'all got it, bro. Let me
And
we got
just
some new
know,
brothers. We got some new brothers up here.
Yo, what up with y'all, man?
Let me get the
what's good,
let me get the smoke real quick. Smoke, what up, man?
What's happening, guys? So I hear. Wow, is that just on my end? Okay,
Nah,
yeah.
somebody, I
I'm
think
about
that's
to
JD.
mute.
I think that's JD. JD, I'm gonna take you off mute when you get ready to go. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like there's just a little bit of context missing to this entire line of questioning, right? So there was a time, I guess this is the the build up for the Rolly fight, that Tank said that he wanted the winner of Kambosos and Devin Haney. Bill Haney heard this and then went over to the Rise podcast to see if they could make a fight. Right, that's the whole thing. If you wanted to fight, let's figure out
Speaking
how
of
to do it.
context, could you speak on that whole interview, Smoke? The whole part that you're saying about Tank?
Well, the
When the
whole
reporter
part.
told him that it
No,
was a
I'm just
rematch
talking about why
clause.
Bill pulled up and why he offered the thing. Like we could talk about like Tank saying, oh, they got to fight next, and as if he didn't know that they had to fight next. And I'm willing to concede that maybe he didn't know they had to fight next. Everybody in the world knew, but fuck, Tank is in his own world getting purple Skittles and all that shit. So maybe he didn't know. So, but what I was trying to say to stick to my point, Bill showed up to offer several options about how they could get a fight. One of those options was drop the belt. Another one of those options was fighting at the 140-pound division. So it would circumvent that rematch clause. Because rematch clauses, as we know, not only do they have like belt stipulations that sanctioning bodies have to sign off with, but they also have time limits. So most of it is when like within a year of something of the date. So that, for me, that gives you plenty of time to have a fight at 140 and move up if you want to take that option. But there was just several ones. I don't know why we're honing in and try to get to the fine tooth, like comb through this particular detail with a fine tooth comb. When none of us have the language of the contract. We don't know. We maybe he could have dropped the belts. Maybe he couldn't. We would have to see the contract without instead of just presupposing that we know one way or the other. Especially using boxing like history as a precedent. Because is there a precedent for this? Not sure.
There's not. But here's the thing, Smoke. All those options, you could talk about the dropping belts option. You could talk about the move up to 140 option. Y'all could talk about all these options. Kambosos would have to be the one to agree to
it. Right. Again, all Kambosos has to do. He's not in breach of this. Nothing about saying I'm going to fight at 140 requires George Kambosos to sign off on it. All George Kambosos has a right to is fighting for all the belts at 135. That's what he has a right to.
You're in breach, bro.
Say again? Because the belts are still being. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you how.
Any other fight but me, you're in breach because if you take another fight, non-title or not, you could fuck your eye up, you could break your shoulder, you could break your hand, and you could fuck up my fight. No one, bro. You can
do that in sparring. You can do that in sparring. You can do that walking your dog across the street. You don't get to stipulate that. You can't enforce that. You can't enforce there is no fight until I fight you again.
If you do
what I'm saying to you is this: presupposing that there is some language in the contract that says you can't have another fight, period, until you fight me, we would have to see the contract to say that. Because we have seen stay busy fighting between whether or not it's a sign off because you have a period of time for that rematch.
The fighter with the rematch always has to be okay with it, bro.
Smoke. I'm just trying to tell you, like some of the shit that you
always had the power, bro. So the only option, the real option,
right? Only if you're defending the belt. That's what you have a rematch for. You can't
agree to step aside, bro. That's the only option they had for him. He had to agree to step aside, either paying him off or saying, "Yeah, you can fight him as long as I can get the winner of the fight." They had to address that. They were acting like they didn't have to address him at all, and that just wasn't true, bro.
Right. So again, we can talk about what was true and what wasn't true, but it presupposes that we've seen the contract. We don't know. It's fine to say, I think this is what has happened.
No,
More
we can
likely than not,
also
this is what is happening. But hold up a second. Let me just finish.
go
Before we
ahead.
get to that point, all Bill was showing up to do to see if what can we do? What they got back from Tank was be finished with your top rank, be finished with your contract, and then double back. That's all they got from
And
him. So
people call Tank a duck
none of
ass.
these
Sound
options
pretty
were.
fucking reasonable to me, man.
That's fine. Nobody's saying it's not reasonable. The whole point of the conversation is whether or not Bill is capping just for floating the ideas. And none of us know that shit. I
But
don't know
I'm
how
talking
the
about
hell
what he
all of a
said
sudden
over
now
on my brother
everyone was
Keon
now
page.
everybody's in the room knows what the hell is going on in the contract, and now Bill's full of shit.
Bro, listen, I'm talking about you talking about the rise. I'm talking about the conversation we all had on everything boxing. The fact of the matter is this: what was never addressed, Smoke, what he refused to act like, which was a reality, is whatever options you want to come up with, whether it be going to 140, whether it be 135 and it's a non-title fight, a fight in between, whatever it was. Kambosos was the one that would have had to sign off on it. He was the one with the power in that situation because he was the A side when they made the contract. That's why the contract was so heavy in his favor. You mean to tell me that he got him coming to Australia twice? He getting the lion's share of the money, even if he lost the first fight, he doing all of that shit. But somehow there was a way around the rematch clause without getting his okay. It just don't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense. Is all I'm saying. JD, what up?
What up with you, G? Hey, I love how Smoke like to say. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear, brother. You loud and clear.
Hey, Smoke, you know I got mad love for you,
Hold
man.
on, real quick. Ricky Williams, my brother. What up, man? Y'all go sub up to Ricky. Ricky, what's up, man? Hope everything's well with you. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. But shout out Ricky, one of the realest doing this shit. Ricky Williams in
Yeah.
the building. Ricky let me on his goddamn show when I had like 200 subscribers, man. He let me come rock out with him and do a show with him, man. Ricky, one of the realest, always
Yeah.
supporting the channel, all that shit. Shout out Ricky, man. Go ahead.
Just what's the last thing? The way that you just framed that, getting out of the rematch clause. If you move up to 140 pounds, that is not getting out of
I'm
the
gonna go
rematch
back
clause.
on
You would
mute,
still
bro.
have to do the rematch. What you were talking about is Kambosos being able to make sure that Devin Haney doesn't move up because he has a rematch clause, which doesn't follow. Go ahead.
Go ahead, JD. Go
You
ahead, bro.
done?
Yeah,
Are you sure for
you
this?
got it, bro. I want to respond, but me and Smoke been having this debate. Smoke, what has been like 5-6 months now? We've been having this damn debate. It's been a long
Yeah, it
ass
sounds
time.
like 10 years,
Yeah.
bro.
It's been a long ass time.
Yeah.
So I
It's
ain't
been a
even.
long
Me and
motherfucking
Smoke will go
time. I
all
ain't gonna lie
goddamn
to
day.
you.
Go ahead, JD. You got it.
Nah, I believe it. But hey, listen, Smoke, I got a lot of love for you, bro. But at the same time, too, you keep talking about this fucking contract like you seen the contract, too. When we ask you a question about the contract, have you seen any piece of the contract? Do you know what a contractual tendency plan is? Do you know what that means?
Yeah. So I also know what like force majeure and a whole bunch
Wait,
of other stuff. The only thing I'm going to
Wait,
try to say is I didn't say Bill wasn't
bro.
capping.
Hold
I
on,
never
bro.
said Bill wasn't
God
capping.
damn, you long-winded,
And I'm just
bro.
saying, I
Hold
didn't say Bill
on,
wasn't
bro.
capping. That was it. I
I
didn't say Bill
didn't
wasn't
say
capping.
you
Go ahead.
did, bro. Hold
So
up.
you
Let me
said that I
finish,
saw the contract. You guys are saying Bill
bro.
is capping. I don't know if Bill is
Oh,
capping or
my
not.
God, bro. Slow your roll. That's not what I said. Anyway, what I said was, if you believe what you believe about us not seeing the contract, all boxing fans, not just Tank fans, then if that's the case too, then you can also understand that contractual contingency means you cannot deviate from a contract per the contract's guidelines. Meaning, if you deviate from that contract and you go elsewhere for some type of service or sales, for instance, as a boxer performing on a different platform or going to a different weight class to fight another fighter or champion, you're deviating from that contract. Hence the reason why Tank Davis will not send a contract to Devin Haney. So I understand what you say about the contract, but let me finish because you just
Hey
rocked
man,
out
y'all
for
don't
like
get too
5 minutes, bro.
legal on me because y'all gonna lose, and that's why I had to turn my hat forward so I could try to be smart. Go ahead.
Nah, bro, I'm not trying to be
We're both
smart.
making the
Listen,
same. We're all making the same. We're all making the same argument without
bro,
knowing
I'm
the
not
language of
done,
the
bro.
contract.
I'm
We
not
don't know what's
done,
going on
bro.
with the contract. None of us do.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
I get
not
it. So
done.
just tell me how we're
I'm
okay.
not done, bro. Why you
I'm
keep
sorry. Go
interrupting
ahead.
me?
You got it.
Did that interrupt you?
It's all
You
good.
bitch a lot about me interrupting you. Why are you
I didn't bitch
interrupting
at
me
all.
right now, bro? Stop interrupting me. Let me
It's
finish
all
my
Work it
good,
out.
point,
bro. Go ahead.
Work it out, y'all. Work it out, y'all.
man.
JD, go ahead, bro. Smoke. Let him get it off. Go ahead, JD.
Anyway, man, what I'm trying to say is you cannot deviate from a contract if you're contractually obligated to the fighter that's set in front of you. So We can say all those things that we want to say about, and this is even in past conversations about Tank having a ascending contract because he's the A side. No, the fuck he can't. That's a different side of the street. And furthermore, y'all Devin Haney fans said that Devin Haney is not signed to Top Rank. But lo and behold, he signed to now his third fight, which KO pointed out back when the contract started. So you know what that means, right? He was signed to a promotional company that was on a separate side of the street, and Tank Davis would have been sued if he tried to send it. Now, to your point about Kambosos, if he tried to go elsewhere, or if Devin Haney tried to deviate from that contract, then he would get sued. He had the belts. He has the belts. So regardless if he's fighting for the belts or not, Devin Haney signed on that dotted line. If he deviates from that contract and goes another direction to fight someone else while still being contractually obligated to George Kambosos Jr., he will get sued. That's how business works, bro. That's all I had to say.
Yeah,
Because around
just real
that
fast.
same time,
Without the
how do
line.
you know it was in the contract?
Let's let some other brothers get in here. Smoke. Go ahead.
Nobody knows
Real
what
quick.
was in the
I
contract.
gotta let everybody get in here, man. Y'all go ahead.
Nobody knows what was in the contract.
Correct. Nobody knows in the contract. This whole big if. Go ahead. Sorry.
All of them, everybody's assuming.
same
They
time,
ain't
though,
see no contract yet. They saying that they know it was in the contract.
man, Terrence, I ain't listening to you.
Man, let's get over this. We gotta go to the next subject. What's the point of this conversation?
Let's
What's the point?
Let's go. Let's just keep it moving because at the end of the day, what happened? Like I hear what y'all do. I don't know what's in the contract. What happened?
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
What
even
fucking
in
happened?
that same time,
Yeah, he said come back later. Tank said come back later. Fuck George Kambosos.
If what you're saying is factual, then what KO
Ryan,
said
go. Y'all go ahead, bro. Y'all go ahead.
No, I was saying even in that same time frame, then Espinoza tell Devin Haney to get your people to get in touch with me so we can set this up. What happened to that?
He did. I don't know. It's a good question.
Then Devin Haney didn't do that, did he?
Because he knew he was doing some other shit. He was contractually obligated. No one talks about that.
Nah, don't do that. Do not do that, bro. That nigga.
No one talks about it.
I'm sorry. Were we supposed to respond to that general comment? What happened when Espinoza said what?
Hold on.
Y'all gotta stop it, bro. Y'all know them tanks.
Hold up a second.
Listen, hold smoke.
What? I'm not quite sure. Like,
hold on.
Bro, go ahead.
Whatever, man. When Steven Espinoza said, "Tell your people they get in contact with me," what happened?
Wasn't that during? Wasn't that after Tank was already? Wasn't Tank already at that point announced to fight both Garcias?
Bro, that's not answering the question.
No, I mean, I know. I got it. I'm just making sure that we're talking about the same quote. I'm trying to figure out if we're talking about the same quote. I just want to make sure we're in the same timeline. Was that when Tank had already announced that he was fighting two Garcias?
No.
Okay, so when are we talking about?
That was way before that, bro.
Yo, what?
It was
way before that. So wait, hold up. Wait before that, like during the Rolling thing. So you talking about wait, hold up, during the Rolling thing?
I'm about to tell you when it happened, bro.
It was before Devin. It was before Devin's second fight with Kambosos. It was like June or July, some shit.
So wait a minute. So was it after they said finish your thing up with Top Ring and then come back? It was after that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. You got it.
Listen, Tank and Devin was arguing, and then Steven Espinoza, for some odd reason, he jumped in there, and I ain't gonna say it's he fuck with Tank. He jumped in there and tried to tell Devin, you're clout chasing and all this other.
That's why he said that.
I just said they work with each other. So he said that nigga Devin was clout chasing, and he was like, and Devin responded by saying, "Bro, ain't this fighters talking? What you even jumping in our conversation for?" But
that's not what happened.
That is what happened.
That's not what happened. What happened was this is everybody. Hey, look, bro. Let me listen. The tweets are still
the
up
most.
All right, everybody can go look this shit up. What happened was Steven Espinoza was actually going back and forth with a fan, and he was letting the fan know this person got a contract. We did this, we did that. Devin Haney added him on Twitter. Hey, I'll fill in for Tank. I'll fight Tank right now. Blah blah blah. He came at Steven Espinoza. Steven Espinoza said, "Hey, fights ain't gonna be made on Twitter, but have your people hit me up if you serious." And then Devin Haney said, "Man, why you getting in fighters' business and shit, man? Like, what you talking about? Like, why you in fighters' business?" But he just told you how to make the fight. That's what happened, bro.
AKO.
Shout out Big Dog Willie right quick in the super chat with the $2. He say Bill starter cap Haney making y'all look desperate. No, he ain't, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And here we go. Bill ain't even here to
KO.
defend himself, bro.
Listen,
KO, let me ask you a question, though, bro.
Devin Haney is the undisputed champion of the world. He's the youngest to do it. He got damn good boxing skills. He's a great fighter. He got nothing but bright things ahead of him, bro. It's just the extra sauce some of y'all try to put on him. But is he a great fighter? Is he doing his thing? Did he set the mold? Did he get his independence at a very young age and set trends and all that shit? Yes, bro. He do that. It's the extra sauce and shit that I be talking about. But y'all go ahead.
All that is true. All that is
Okay,
true.
I got
And it's also true that he's scared of Shakur Stevenson.
Nah, he's not scared.
Oh,
see, but this is why this is what
So-
happens when y'all put all that extra sauce at the end, man.
So here's the thing.
This is what
Here's what I don't
happens.
understand.
Just keep it a
So
buck.
here's
Say
what I
you
don't
want
get.
to fight Tank.
If you are, if
Just say
so,
it.
why would you go in front? If you're trying to make a fight and you have your manager Jay Prince and your
We're not
promoters
trying
Bob
to
and
make a
him, I just wanted. I'm just trying to get through this. And you have that
First of all,
guy's
he
number,
talking about
right? You got the guy's number, and you guys can talk on the phone. Why wouldn't you go to all of those people before you went to the camera? Why would you go to the camera first and
No, he
then
was
try to
asked
do
a
all that shit
question, bro.
afterwards?
Why does Devin Haney go to
He
the
was
camera
asked a
when he calling
question.
out
That's
Tank?
literally the history of boxing. You go
Can
in
you
front of the
answer that?
camera
No,
and
like
call
I
people
said,
out.
again, I guess in the history of boxing,
Let
you've
me
had Jay Prince
respond
as
to
your
you,
manager,
Smoke.
and you guys been on the same promoter, and you have that the guy's number, and you guys talk all the time. But both you guys say you talk behind the scenes, and you've been talking about how you can make the fight. That's what's been happening all the time in boxing history. I don't think so.
No, but Bill told him
Because that's what happened with
because they were
Shakur, right?
moving up.
Let me
He didn't
respond. Let me
know.
respond.
I
Let me
mean, but if
respond.
you want to make the fight, why don't you just try to make the fight instead of going in front of
All
the
I
camera
know
first?
is
But
Bill
Bill told
texted, we
them he
staying
was
at
moving up.
135.
I mean,
Keep that
I got
same
that, but that
energy.
doesn't really answer my
Let me
question. Okay, you got it.
let me say this.
Hey, what are
Let
you
me
talking
say. Let
about?
me
Keep
say.
that
Hold on.
same
Hold on.
energy.
Let me get this out. I got somebody echoing me. JD, that's you. Hold on. Yeah, because I'm got an echo. There we go. All right. So to answer your question, Smoke.
My fault.
No, you good. You good. To answer your question, number one, to say he didn't go behind the scenes, I would just ask if he didn't go behind the scenes asking for the fight, how the hell is he in a WBC title eliminator for the fight, right? Because you got a politic to get that shit done. Somebody got a petition for them to order that shit. I would assume it'd be his promoter. Number two, why is Bob Arum saying he wants Shakur to fight the winner? He looking to make that fight next. If ain't nobody talking behind the scenes to try to get that fight made, that's how I respond to him not going behind the scenes. A lot of behind the scenes shit had to happen for Bob Arum to be talking about. That's the fight he want to make next. If Devin Haney or Loma win,
And a whole lot of
and for
delusion on
him
the
to
front
and for him
end.
to
Y'all don't
and
believe
for
that.
Mauricio Suleiman to be saying that's the fight that he gonna order next. So that's the response to that. But to the brother that came here and said that Shakur is scared of Devin is scared of Shakur. Look, man, as long as Devin is fighting Tank Davis, bro, you can't. I'm not. No. Like you don't duck Shakur to fight Tank. All right, like that ain't
Right.
and
So
he
just to rewind, like when I wasn't talking about so
gotta go
so
at Tank.
I would love to rebuttal that.
just to be what what I was talking about when Shakur went in front of the cameras 3 months ago. Not like retroactively now you can talk about what he's doing now, but he'd already gone to the cameras before he did all that other stuff, right? He's been doing this for months.
So what's the
So
problem with
yeah, it's cool that now
Devin
he's
when he
playing
goes to the
politics, but
camera? I don't understand.
just one quick
About Tank. Make it make
quick
sense.
thing. I mean, I will help you make it. It definitely will
You
make sense. If
pushing
you want to talk
you
to, if you
moving
want
the
to talk the
goalpost. That's
politics
what
of it
you're
all,
doing.
if you want to talk the politics of it all,
You are
that's
moving the
fine.
goalposts,
But
Smoke.
none of that speaks to the fact that they have the same promoter and both of them have. And I assume Jay Prince is known to get big fights done. It seems as though that you wouldn't even need this WBC thing if they're really actually trying to make a fight. And really, what I was saying was, why didn't you do that before you went in front of the camera?
Because Devin Haney ain't Shakur's father. I'll fight you when I'm ready to call you out, and you better be ready. Now stop coming with all this extra stuff. Now go ahead, JD.
Hey,
I don't know. Oh
for all
shit.
the niggas saying Devin scared, tell Shakur to stop bringing up Tank Davis' name, bro. Cause y'all niggas crazy with
He
that.
want
Crazy
both of
with
them.
that.
What?
He want both of them.
Why?
Nah.
Yeah, I agree with that shit.
Shakur want to fight
Let
both of
Rich
them.
cook. Let Rich cook. Damn it,
That's
nigga.
like
You
Hag.
talking. Let Rich
That's
go.
like Hagler bringing up
Hey,
Durant
let
and
Rich.
Sugar Ray Leonard,
killing me
bro.
with that
That
Exactly
don't make no
right.
sense.
Let
Y'all
Rich go.
killing me with that scare
Let him
shit.
go. Rich,
Y'all
go
killing
ahead.
me with the scare shit. That nigga
Okay.
Shakur Stevenson, and now I'm on his ass, and that's one of my niggas, bro. But he was not finna say that nigga Devin name in that interview, bro. The interviewees once again put pressure on that nigga to say Devin name, bro. And now he's saying Tank name. Tell him to stop saying Tank name if he on Devin ass like y'all say he is. Because I'm watching this nigga talk, and he is not on shit, bro. He's
Can I
starting to
rebuttal?
talk.
Let me rebuttal.
That's your guy, JD. Go ahead.
Nah, I got a rebuttal to that
This
because he's
man
talking to
just
me.
talking crazy right
like
You
now.
a
talk,
businessman
Dirk.
himself,
That's your
bro.
guy too. Go ahead.
Yeah, he
let
talking to
Dirk,
me. I
let
got a
Dirk
rebuttal
talk.
to
Dirk
that.
is the one who came here saying Devin was scared.
Let me
Dirk,
hear it.
talk
You
to him.
talking crazy.
All right,
Hey, yo,
hold
the
up.
landscape of this
Look,
shit
first
is
of all,
Errol Spence,
hey,
Bud, and Boots Ennis all over again. This is what it is. Shakur is Boots Ennis, Errol Spence is Tank Davis, and Devin is Bud Crawford.
Damn, don't do that shit
That's
again.
what it
Last
is.
time,
I'm
He
last
saying
ain't
time
this
you
right
what?
put that
now.
shit on
See, that's what you lost
Devin
me.
is not
I guarantee you,
I'm gonna
Devin
see
is
y'all in
nah,
Bud
that's
June. All
different.
y'all
Crawford.
sweet talk. I'm gonna see
Hold
y'all in
on,
June. Y'all make
let
sure
Dirk
that
go.
mouthpiece
Let
is
Dirk, hold
clear.
on, y'all.
All
Hold on,
Oh yeah,
right.
you
Dirk.
make your shit clear, my nigga.
Okay,
Why is
okay.
he bringing up
Let
Tank
me
Davis?
rebuttal to
Why
Bud
is he
real quick.
saying he don't want?
Dirk,
Why is he
y'all let
saying he
Dirk
don't know
go.
what he want to do if he just fought for the mandatory? Why is he
Hold
Hey,
talking
on,
like that?
bro.
He'll
hey.
Let
fight
Dirk
either one of
First
them.
of
What you
all,
talking
I don't
about,
know.
bro?
hey,
Yo,
Hey,
Shakur
hold on.
Stevenson
Hey,
about that,
everybody,
boy.
one at a
Same
time,
day.
man.
I
Hey, I
hey,
know
told
that's
time
y'all
not
the
the
out.
next
close to
time you
Terrence.
nobody
And by
want
the
to
way,
talk.
I
Yeah,
actually like
stop
that
talking
Y'all
comparison
over
because
gonna
they
keep
are
him
talking
in the
the
while
most
same
I'm
talented
thing.
talking.
fighters in the sport right now.
Y'all gonna keep talking while
But
I'm talking, bro. Is my mic working or some shit?
go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Dirk, go ahead, bro. Respond, dog.
Okay, so first of all, Shakur is calling them both out. He said Tank Davis is the bigger fight in terms of business wise, but he equally wants the Devin Haney fight because of the legacy.
Word,
He's
that's
got
a
all the
fact.
belts. That's all he said. He's
Thank
not
He
you.
said I don't know.
changed his energy
Thank
or
He
you.
said I don't know.
he said that this whole time
Nah, if
he's
you
never
don't think
changed
Tank's a
his
legacy
statements.
fight, that's
That
cap
boy
for
will fight
sure.
both of them on the
But when is
same night,
Shakur?
bro.
And I
When
want
has
to talk
Shakur
something
ever
real quick.
not
Hold up,
known though, bro? When
before I
has
let
Hold
you
on, hold
respond, let me
on, hold
finish real
on.
quick.
Dirk, finish
Let,
up, finish up.
let me just finish real quick, and I'll let you go. I think Devin Haney's response today was real eye opening. He said, "Oh, he's supposed to call me out." Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson's energy is like, "I'll beat the dog shit out of him. He will be easy work." Devin Haney's out being humble. He's not
Yeah,
humble when
Devin
it
about
comes
to
to Tank
move up.
Davis.
Are
They
He'll
you?
calling
beat the
Tank a
Are
shit
you?
fat
out of Tank. That's
motherfucker.
why.
They would
Are
smash
you?
his mom with all kinds of disrespectful shit. But with
Hey,
Shakur, they
Troy,
real
why don't
humble.
you go? Hey,
See,
Troy, if
but
it's
this
You
the
like
thing
we don't
though.
see that shit.
See,
hey,
but
this
this
ain't
the
got
thing. I
nothing to do
already
with the
told you that
conversation.
nigga
King
Hold
King
Devin.
up. It
can't
ain't got
fuck with
nothing.
Devin.
When they was
That's
on
It ain't
the
why.
got nothing to
live
do with what
together
y'all
talking
talking about,
back
Man,
and
they
bro.
know
forth,
what time it is,
Devin
man.
was
Yeah,
saying he was gonna
exactly.
beat
They
Can't
were
Shakur.
fuck
saying
with
Terrence
Devin.
Crawford.
Yeah,
Better
yeah,
take your ass to
we
140.
talking over each other too
Hey,
much, man. We
look.
gotta orderly,
Y'all
bro.
gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop and talking over each other. Y'all gotta stop talking over me. Shit. Like this is my channel, bro. Like when I start talking, y'all let me get it off because this ain't got nothing to do with y'all talking about. But I gotta say this. Hey, Troy, if it's the same shit, different day, man. Go have a podcast about podcasters, bro. Go talk. If this the same shit, different day to you, and
Yo,
you a high level
what an
thinking, you
idiot. I
crazy.
can't believe
Right?
he
Why you
wasted his
here?
time typing that.
Yeah, go home. Why?
Go have your podcast talking about podcasters and shit, and let us talk boxing. Y'all go ahead.
Word. See how that worked out.
You walked into that
Hey,
one.
hold on, real quick, man, real quick.
Oh,
I just
dog.
want to say
Oh,
this. Hey, listen, y'all know it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm quiet while y'all talk. Y'all don't hear. I
Don't be
don't interrupt y'all.
long-winded, nigga.
Nigga, you don't. All right, here we go. This all
2
I'm gonna say.
minutes.
I don't need.
I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking
I'm
with
finna
I'm
go
you.
messing
Go
live.
with
Hey,
ahead, dog.
I'm gonna go live anyway, so I can talk as much as I motherfucking want to. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be right
Listen,
back.
listen. This is what it is, man. This is really what it is. Everything that we talking about is cool, all good and well. I want to refocus the conversation. What we need to be doing right now is putting pressure on Devin, on Tank, right? We need to be putting pressure on them to make the biggest fight. That's the fight we want to see. And if for some reason
Not the Tank fan.
hold on. I'm gonna put the pressure on my side. I'm gonna put the pressure on my side. Y'all know my side.
For your
So
side.
if Devin, I'm putting the pressure on Devin to say this. If Devin doesn't fight or if he doesn't fight Tank, right? After he beat Lomachenko, if he doesn't fight Tank, he got to fight Shakur. Those are the two options. If
All
that
right.
doesn't happen, then I gotta have smoke for you. I need the Tank Davis fans to have that same energy.
Of
And
course,
Okay,
man.
you're the Tank fan.
hold on, brother. Knockout Boston 86 TV. My brother got that energy the same way I got it, right? The same energy where I'm gonna sit here and say, damn it, this this need to be the fight, he gonna tell me, nah, Tank better fight Devin. And
Yeah,
that's
you better
what,
fight that
as
man.
fans,
Hey, bro, I don't want to
Hell
do it
yeah.
to him. I don't want to do it to him,
I
but I want
agree.
to do it if he
Hell
don't go
yeah.
after him, bro.
I agree.
Listen,
no, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
want to do it to him, bro.
I
Hey,
That's
agree.
motherfucking healthy,
if the
bro.
fight doesn't happen, either I gotta cook Devin or Knockout gotta cook Tank. One of the two. If the
Yes,
fight don't
sir.
happen.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
get
yeah.
more. Why would you get what we want, and then all y'all Devin Haney fans losing all these goddamn
Sound
bets?
about right to me.
You know what I'm talking about?
That
Well, for
sound
me,
good.
it's
But
All
wait,
y'all
I
losing
do
all
have a
these bets,
question
man.
though.
You know what I'm
I
talking
do
about?
have a question.
But go ahead and ask your
Yeah.
ask your question, and then for last words, everybody get to respond to it. Cause I got to roll. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and ask your question, then I'm gonna go
Damn,
around and everybody
this
respond
a
to it.
quick live, bro. Damn, I thought we was gonna. All right, but
Man,
listen,
that shit 2.5
We're
hours,
gonna
bro. I
we're
got
gonna
shit to
move our
do, man.
live. Hey, I'll
damn,
move
I
our
must
live.
have came in this motherfucker late. My fault.
Yeah, you came in whole late, but go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah. Listen, man. So, what is the alternative if Devin can't make the fight with Tank, he moves up, and what if he tries to fight Tank at 140? Is that good enough?
Nope.
Nope.
See.
Nope.
Hell no.
So then the
But
second
here's
part to the
why
question.
though. Here's why though, JD, and I'm gonna let everybody
All
else
right.
go around. Here's why though, bro. Here's why it's not good enough. It would be good enough if I ain't been hearing about how Tank been ducking them and shit. It'd be
At
good enough.
35, right?
It'd be good enough if I didn't hear we staying at 135. Shit, let them all know we staying at 135, and that's what it is. If I wasn't hearing all that shit, then I wouldn't give a fuck where they fight. I wouldn't care. But I've been hearing that they staying at 135. So now if you don't stay at 135, I'm looking at you sideways. It gotta be Tank, bro.
I got a quick question for you, Knockout.
Go ahead, man. Yeah.
And this is for one of my brothers in the chat. Knockout, me and you, we done talked the sport for a minute. Have you ever heard me say that Tank is ducking Devin? Have you heard me say that?
No. I'm thinking about our debate.
I ain't
even say it in the debate.
No, I ain't heard you
I
say
ain't
that.
gonna lie, right side. You didn't say it before.
What's
It don't
understood
matter.
not need to be
Tank was
explained.
ducking.
I ain't heard you say that. But let me go. Let me go around. Let me go to Dirk first. Dirk, give your last words, man. Let everybody know what's up, man.
Say, am I responding to somebody? I'm just giving
No, you
my
just give your last words, your last thoughts on the subject, and then we'll have you hop off. And I'm doing that with everybody. So just your last words on the subject. If you want to do a mic drop, talk shit, so can't nobody respond. Whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, that Tank point, if Tank really wanted Devin, he could have been had that fight by now. Tank is like a
What
Tank
the
is like
fuck?
Tank is like a mini Canelo. Nobody's gonna turn down a fight with Tank Davis. That's
Just
a
let him
fact.
just respond to him when I come to you, JD. Just let him get it out. Go ahead. Go
Like
ahead.
who's gonna turn down a Tank Davis fight? You literally have more to gain than to lose. So that's on that. And as far as Shakur and Devin, all of them, it's only one camp that's calling out both fighters, and that's Shakur Stevenson. So years from now, when we look back at this, I think we're gonna laugh when we say, "Damn, we used to compare Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Them two niggas weren't even in the same class." So
I feel that.
that's all.
Now let me
That's all I
ask
gotta
you,
say about that.
in this timeline, when would Tank have fought Devin? I'm curious. When would he have fought?
So first of all, soon after the before Cambosis, that time period, yeah.
So when Devin was chasing Undisputed, that's Devin wanted to fight Tank.
Yeah.
All right. But he was showing
What?
up. He was showing up.
Man.
He was begging. He was begging. He went from begging. Hold on. He went from begging for the Loma fight because Loma had the belts to begging for the Teofimo fight because Teofimo had the belts to
I mean,
Tank fight because Cambosos had the belts. But he was
Tank said he wanted the winner of
he was chasing Tank though.
Yeah. He also said, "I want the winner of Cambosis Haney." Did he not say that?
All right. Who said
there was a rematch clause there?
You know what? I got you, bro. I ain't finna do that again. I'm not doing the rematch clause shit again.
Dirk,
go ahead. Dirk, if y'all go over the right side and y'all continue the conversation. But Dirk, bro, I appreciate you coming up, man. And you always welcome, man. I'll be live Monday if you want to come back, bro. But I appreciate you, man. Good insight. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, peace. Swat, talk to me. Give me your last words, man.
Oh shit! I wasn't even expecting to come in there early, but hey, you know what? Hey, I'm back, man. I had to, do my little thing, man. I think for me, man, again, man, this community is huge for me. You know what I mean, man? I'm a competitor. And this is my square, man, as a fan. But it's more so than a fan, man. Like, I grew up in DFW, man, Fort Worth, Texas. I mean, I grew up with the, I grew up with the Senecas, man, the Clint Green, Dario, Dunbar, Odie White, Dallas Skyline. I mean, just a plethora of talent, and everybody used to hoop in the city. And I'm a hooper, man. But my mom, my family just grew up, and they know boxing. But you keep that fighting nature, man. So this is what I'm saying with that. Just to say that.
Already, bro, man. You
Yeah,
always
but hold up. Let me. It ain't gonna be long.
No, you pause. You pause. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I'm saying is with this, man, I'm taking the perspective as fans because man, fuck all that, man. Like you say, man, if Shakur knocking at the man door, he need to fight the man. Tank, whoever fight need to fight. But I'm just saying the way things line up sometimes. If I'm from the west side of Fort Worth and I'm good at what I do, and I know it's another cat over there that I know that could possibly bust my ass, that don't mean I'm gonna face him on the court sometime. But at the same time, I'm not leaving that motherfucker till I face him on that court because don't nobody know, the dude on from Eastwood or Stop 6. Yeah, they a competitor, but see, everybody they gotta clear house in their hometown, and that's how I approach it with this metaphor, man. Because if Dev is on the side of Top Rank, that's your hometown, man. And I'm not trying to say that, hey, even if you, whatever the hell you want to do with your negotiations with Top Rank or whatever the fuck you gonna do it. But at the same time, Shakur is on your side of town, man. And you got to take care of that motherfucker before you even move to the other side of town. If I'm a west side, southwest nigga from Fort Worth, I'm not worried about Eastwood, Stop 6, and the other side. I'm going to get to them. But if it's a cat over there in Burleson, Crowley, or wherever the hell they at, I'm taking care of that motherfucker first. And that's just how I am with that shit. You know what I mean? Because that's principle. And if they don't want to, and if the game ain't on principle no more, look, I get it. I'm an old nigga, man. I'm about to be 40 years old. I get it. But at the same time, the principle don't change. So for me, when it comes to Devin Shakur, nah, man, you don't move to a nigga on the other side of town. You take care of that motherfucker right down the block. Because if he the one want and calling you out and wants something to do with you, man, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm on the outside looking in, I can't respect you if you skip over him and go on the other side of town. Cause them niggas gonna still be feeling about you like they feel. You need to take care of that motherfucker right there. And then if you don't want to take care of him right there, then everybody gonna say you duck that motherfucker because everything you do on the other side of town don't mean shit. And that's just where I come from with that. And if he wants some, and I ain't saying everybody ain't coming at him. We all know that. But you need to take care of that motherfucker Shakur if he wants your belt. He's right there on the side of town. He's right there in your area. You got all the history with him. He talking shit to you. You know his fam. You know everybody. Man, fuck that, friends and all this other shit. If he say he can beat your ass and you the one with the belt, beat his ass first. And it's still gonna be a good fight. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you, pimp.
Hey, bro, you gotta cut it short, man.
I know, and I'm gonna go, but I'm just saying that's my stance on it. And I love y'all, man. I love this boxing talk. It's just that we got to get back to this. We got to get back to this damn grit shit, man. Like hell no, you can't skip side. Get that nigga out, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Swat. You always welcome back up, bro. I'll see you next time, man. Hey, man. Hey, real quick. I knew it was something about my brother Contender Regime Boxing, bro. He say D Soto in it. Hey, man. I ain't know you grew up, man. I ain't know you was from around that way, man. From around the way. Better talk to him about that talent, man. Talk to him about Tatum Bell, man. Let him know about Byron Handspar around this motherfucker, man. Let him know Von Miller around this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Let him know. Let him know. Contender about the NFL talent that we just, that we pop up with out of DeSoto just out of nowhere, bro. Let him know. Let them know. You know what I mean? We do things, man. We do things in DeSoto, Texas, man. Shout out, Contender. I knew it was something, bro. I knew it, but I didn't know it, but now I know it, bro. All right, JD, talk to me, man. Give me your last words, man.
Yeah, man, fire. Hey, listen, man, salute to the chat. I want to say to you real quick. Yesterday, how you handled that shit last night was fire, bro. Like I told you from the jump. I'm from the city. I'm from up north, East Coast, Beast Coast. We don't fuck around with shit like that. The last time I see somebody drop a slur like that, he got the shit beat out of him and they stomped him out. It was all four of my cousins, and there's a lot of explaining that had to be done to the cops. So, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you for, what I'm saying, handle it the way you did, especially with having such a big platform. I remember last year you wasn't as big as you are now. So shit. Yeah, salute to the chat, salute to the panel. Hey man, what happened to that nigga woke running his mouth like a little bitch? And
We're gonna
then
get him. We're gonna get him next week, bro. I'm trying to. He got stuff he got to do. He got to work and all that shit. So we
yeah,
getting
you
it
got
locked in. I'm gonna text you when it's locked in, bro. But I appreciate you always, man.
no doubt, no doubt. I'll see y'all again. Be good.
All right, peace out, man. Okay, Skyline, y'all had the fire ass track team when I was growing up. Y'all's girls track team was cold. At Skyline, y'all had some good basketball teams too. But yeah, all right, bet. Smoke, talk to me, man. Talk to me. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. So exciting times for
Oh, my
Boston, man.
bad, Smoke. Before you go, hey Terry W, them's jokes, Terry W. I always just give you time out when you talk shit about my Dallas Cowboy, man. So I ain't mad at you. I had to time you. I don't expect that. I don't accept Dallas Cowboy slander on my channel, man. So I'm gonna give you your wrench. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my wrench. You know what I mean? Cause I rocks with you, but you can't just be disrespecting. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboy like that. Go ahead, Smoke.
We should have got on Rick Tim's head earlier tonight. We should got on his
Yeah.
head.
Listening to all the talk tonight, it seems to me that you got to fight. It seems like you got to fight Tank, right? Because Tank can't really make the 140, and Dev's just. Oh, the only thing even Bill said was they're going to stay here for 2023. I'm imagining that means one more fight at 135, and if Tank, doesn't really feel comfortable at 140, it seems like that would be the fight over Shakur. But yeah, nobody's going to be happy out of this whole thing. And yeah, there's always the TO option. And now that fight's official, the TO versus Taylor, if Teofimo can get past Josh Taylor, I'm sorry to say that no one's really going to be talking about the Shakur fight if Dev was to go and fight TO. It is what it is. There'll be a contingent of Shakur Haney Shakur fans that, just like Bud in the early days, like saying, Bud's now the class of 135, 147 after beating Jeff Horn, even though everybody else was mixing it up. They were just saying how everybody was ducking Bud. And now he has guys like David Avenesian and, Jose Benavidez Jr., Amir Khan, whatever. You see what his resume is like. And we see the same like beginnings of that with Shakur. Like, he's talking all these good games, but all the guys is ducking him are some guys that are not on his promotion. I don't know, man. I hope he gets good fights. I hope he gets big fights. I hope it's not a Bud 2.0 where you just try to say everyone's ducking you and you're just a boogeyman. Meanwhile, it's just not going to line up for you. Everybody else has better shit to do than hang around for Shakur's fights. I hope it doesn't come down to this, but that's what it's looking like for me from the outside looking in. Is this looking like some more top ranked two-step? He's already a boogeyman even before he touched down. Sorry, I've seen this particular show before, and my man Bud was I don't know. I feel like he still is too good for like what happened to him. With this kind of marketing promotion of a fighter, I don't want this to happen to Shakur, where everyone like his resume looks like what it looks like, but it's everybody else's fault. That's my time. It's always a pleasure being on the panel.
Always. Smoke be live tomorrow, y'all. Smoke be live in like 14, 15 hours tomorrow. Y'all go check them out. Smoke, I appreciate you as always, bro.
Yeah. Peace, guys. Ladies.
All right. Then y'all had Michael Johnson contender, the gold shoes and shit, bro. Hey, Michael Johnson was, man, with them gold shoes and shit, man. Look, bro, he was Usain Bolt before Usain Bolt. Michael Johnson was that dude. That's the Michael Johnson you talking about, right? Contender Michael Johnson, the track dude with the funny ass running style, but smoking everybody. He smoked the shit out of everybody back in the day, bro. Terrence, talk to me, man. Give your last words, bro.
It's funny that he said that, and the thing is, I was thinking the same thing, the same shit that they did to Bud. None of these motherfuckers want to fight, and then they're gonna blame Shakur. Okay, I see. He's absolutely right. Blame Shakur, even though he's calling these guys out, and they don't want to fight
Okay,
him. Okay,
contender Nick J say,
I
yeah,
got,
that's the one. Yeah,
I got you, I got you. But let me just say this about these three guys: it's all on Tank. And it's all on the PBC because they always ducking. So if they don't fight, let's not try to blame Devin. He needs to send a contract to Devin. Let's see if he sends a contract to Devin. If he doesn't send a contract, everybody should be blaming Tank because
not if
he
Devin
he
resigns
is
the contract before Tank can send a contract.
he
But Tank does need to send a contract.
he needs to send a contract to Devin. If he doesn't send it, as usual, a PBC fight is a duck, and that's basically what I'm going to say about that. We know and I still don't agree with y'all. If either one of them fight Shakira, that damn sure won't be a duck because I got him at the top, and a whole lot of people got Shakira as the number one. You can't be a duck if you're fighting a better fighter, and
No,
that's all I
Terrence,
got
you
to
can't
say.
talk all that
You
shit. I got
you
you,
have a
but you
great
can't talk all
day,
that shit about
knockout.
each other and fight somebody else without trying to fight each other first. No, it's
You
like right
have
now.
a,
It's like you
you have,
talk all this shit to me, knockout. I'm gonna smoke your ass and debate on Monday. I'm gonna smoke your ass and debate on
nah,
Monday. I'm gonna smoke your ass and debate on Monday.
you the
Then you
number
go
one,
Monday fight
baby.
side instead of me. No, bro, no. But I
I
appreciate
get
you,
what
man.
you. All right,
Get
man.
next
Take it
time,
easy,
man.
man. All
All
right,
right, bro.
later.
Peace. All right, Jay Norrie, talk to me, man. Last words, bro.
Yeah. Great show tonight, KO. Respect to you and the panel and the chat. Man, this is a good talk. Everybody brought that energy. Everyone brought they fire when it comes to their fighter. But I like the way we kind of moving into this year of boxing, man. We starting to kill a lot of these narratives, and I think that's the way we got to go with it, bro. Like I understand that fighters and the people who represent them, they don't want to show any weakness because that's the way you build your fighter up. I get it. You don't want to show any weakness. You want to make it be known. I'm not ducking nobody. I'm not avoiding nobody. But at the end of the day, you wanna get the big fights, and I understand that. So let's just start building these fights up. Let's start building these fighters up. Let's build them up, but also hold them accountable. If you're a contender, we know you're not going to get a certain fight. If you're a prospect, we know you're not going to get a certain fight. We can build y'all up, but at the same time, we got to hold y'all accountable. When you're capping, you're capping. And just keep it 100. I hope the Devin and the Tank fight happens, but at the same time, you said you're staying at 135. So now Shakur is on your doorstep. And y'all got to accept that, Devin fans. Y'all got to accept that. He on your doorstep. Same with Bud. And you've been saying this guy ain't want no smoke with you for a long time. Well, now he's on your doorstep. You got to make the fight, man. Make it happen. Whatever way you got to do it, just do it.
I
Or
agree
we're
with
going to
you.
hold you accountable. You got to make it happen. So I'm going to end it on that. Respect to the channel. What's
Before you
up?
end it, I ain't forgot what you said. Now we holding people accountable and all that shit.
Go
You
ahead.
gotta go ahead. You gotta go ahead and admit that your man's ducked Earl Spence. Come on, man. I know it hurt.
I don't think he
I
ducked, but
know it
here's the
hurt,
thing.
man. Just go
This is
ahead
what
and
I
say
am
you know
willing
it
to
hurt.
admit.
He ducked.
I don't think he ducked because I can tell you what kind of guy I can talk. Like trust me, I'm gonna give you where I'm from now. I'm from New York, right?
Hey,
Everybody's a hustler in New York. There's a certain way we moving out here. We all trying to get to the bag. I understand that, but when you're trying to get to the bag, fighting David Avenesian should not be a part of that. It should never be a part of that equation, and that's what I got a
especially when you
problem
got
with
an
it.
Earl Spence, especially when you got an Earl
Exactly.
Spence contract. So you ducked.
So in a way, you can say he ducked, but I don't think he ducked because he's
All right,
afraid of
hey,
EJ.
that's all I need to hear. You said in a way he
I
can
get
say
what you're
that's all
saying.
I need to hear, man. That's all I need to hear. I
But the way
appreciate
you
you,
EJ
bro.
fans be saying is like he ain't got a chance. He's gonna lose in 6. Like stop it, like stop it. But I get what you're saying. They still gonna fight though. So I mean, I got Bud in 10. Y'all be easy.
All right, bro. Take it easy. All right, Rich, man. Talk to me, bro. Give your last words, man.
My thing is, I'm gonna have to quote BFTB. You feel me? The only fight for Shakur Stevenson is Devin Haney at this point. I don't want to hear no more about this fame shit. I've never heard that from this man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of him, so I kind of don't want to hear him talking about that shit no more because he's already the mandatory and he's already said what he said. So I shouldn't hear no weird shit about no Ryan Tank winner, especially seeing that if it was unrealistic for Devin to get the fight because Tank was across the street, well, what is it for Shakur? Shakur across the street as well. So we don't want to hear no more of that shit. I think Shakur is a great fighter, so let me say that. Somebody just said some shit about Devin fans need to about need to be okay with. Well, me as a Devin fan, I got a theory that the nigga Tank and Devin are not finna fight. I be hearing what the fuck Coach Kenny and Calvin and them niggas be saying and shit. And even Tank, he don't be wanting to say their names and shit. Him or Shakur Stevenson names. So I kind of don't think that's finna happen next. And so with that being said, and if Devin and Bill stand on business like they've been doing, they say they stand at 135. So I kind of see the Shakur Stevenson fight happening next. And with the way that all the Shakur fans be talking, I'm most definitely happy about that. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't understand the narrative that motherfuckers be saying that niggas that fuck with Devin or Devin fans are scared of the fight or anything. I think what the niggas that fuck with Devin not getting with is y'all saying that this nigga ducked, and they have, like, it's motherfuckers saying that Devin is ducking Shakur, and they have yet to have, like, a time period for them to start negotiations and shit. So a lot of that shit is just conjecture, and a motherfucker, what's the word I'm trying to say? Projecting. You feel me? They what they want it to be, like they said, other than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing bad to really say about Shakur Stevenson. You know, like I said, I've been pushing that nigga for a long time. When a lot of motherfuckers was hating on the nigga, I was out here pushing for him. But yeah, with that being said, man, I want to see the fight, bro. All that Devin ducking shit though, that shit is dead though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, he ain't ducking. You can't say he ducking. We won't know until we see what he do with Loma. But I appreciate you as always, Rich. You know you're always welcome back up, bro. Take it easy, man.
Salute.
All right, peace. Hey, shout out Mr. Plus 300 with the $5 in the Cash App. I appreciate you, bro. And then shout out again to my brother Big Ray with that $5 in the Cash App, man. I appreciate y'all showing love to the channel today. Let's go to King Judah. King Judah, give your last words. BF, what up, bro? What's popping?
All right, bro. All right.
King Judah.
All right, bro. Look, I want to start off by saying that you, as always, bro, I appreciate you letting me come up on the panel, but I have to be honest with you, bro. Tonight was a weird ass panel, bro. You know, respectfully to the guys that was up here, I ain't never seen something so weird where people trying to overtalk the host. They want to overtalk each other. Nobody can understand each other, but they think they having some type of dialogue. The shit was weird, bro. I don't want to have a long monologue because I know you got to go. I don't want to have a long monologue like they did. I just want to address a few things that some of the guys said leaving. First of all, I heard one dude said that that Shakur is the only guy that said he wants to fight both of those guys, right? That's a lie. And as a Devin Haney fan, I'm not even saying it was Haney who said it. Tank Davis said twice recently that after Ryan Garcia, he wants Shakur or Devin, and now he just added. I think he said, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't watch the whole interview, but I think he added some other names.
You talking about the complex interview?
Yeah, he added some other names to that list. So
I'll tell you exactly what it was. I watched the whole thing. So they asked him like, who you want to fight? You know what I mean? And he said, I don't want to say their names. Then the interviewer said, all right, well, I'm gonna say their names. You just say yes. Said Devin Haney. He said yes. Said Loma. He said yes. Said Teofimo. He said yeah. And he said nah, not Teofimo. He said Camboso. Right. He said no. And then he said they said, is there anybody else? He was like, it's one more, but I don't want to say his name. And then he said Shakur. He said yeah, Shakur. And that's basically
Gotcha. So that was a lie saying that Shakur is the only one calling to fight, you know, the other two, because Tank is calling to fight the other two. And me and you, I don't know if people now, that's why I say this was weird tonight, because usually when I talk to a group of men, when somebody make a good point that can't be debated, then you accept that as the truth, or at least you open to accepting it as the truth. We just went through a real plausible reason for why Devin is not open to saying he wants Shakur next, definitely. Because we know that he wants Tank first. And that brings me to my next point. The other guy that says, yeah, well, you know, where I'm from, you fight the dude in your hood before you go across the street or you go across the other hood. What logically, let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, KO.
Talk to me,
Devin and Tank Ben had their beef long before Shakur ever came to 135, long before Shakur and Devin ever mentioned that they wanted to fight each other. So logically, wouldn't that by definition mean that if Devin stopped trying to get Tank and go for Shakur, wouldn't he do exactly what you said he shouldn't do?
It make everything that he's been saying about Tank look fake.
Right, but again, that goes against the point the guy tried to make. He would be doing exactly what you said he shouldn't do if he stopped focusing on Tank to focus on Shakur. That would mean he would have left his hood to the guy that been wanting to fight him to fight somebody else, right? So I just wanted to point that out, bro. I know you got to go, man, but great show as usual.
And you and I and right side and a lot of people are lockstep. Devin has to go after Tank, and Tank has to go after Devin, and Shakur can only go after Devin. Anybody talking about anything else, I don't agree with. But I agree with everything you just said, bro. I appreciate you, man. Y'all go sub to my brother King Judy doing his thing, bro. Straight up.
Appreciate it, bro. Take it easy.
All right, man. All right, right side, man. What's up with it, bro? Let me get you right. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man.
Man, I ain't gonna be too long-winded with it tonight, man. I thought, man, it was a hell of a panel. Hey, man, I appreciated everybody's perspectives. I'm gonna cook in a second on how I really feel about it. I want to say this though. At the end of the day, if we can say people duck it, you can say whatever you want to say. As a fan of the sport of boxing, what I'm asking for is for us to be pushing for the big fights. And so we need to instead of criticize who you want to criticize, damn it. It need to be Devin and Tank next. That fight has to happen. It has to happen. And then after that, the winner, fine. I ain't mad. The winner fight Shakur. Shakur, you fight the winner of Ryan. You go fight Ryan Garcia. Beat Ryan Garcia ass.
Because the loser gonna have to move up because he's too big anyway. I'm just saying.
Nah, hell, the loser gonna
move. I
mean,
the loser gonna stay.
The loser is gonna stay in his division. Hold on, brother D.
Gonna have to move up anyway.
D, my last word. I'm reclaiming my time. Like my sister said, I'm reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming your time. You know what I mean? Reclaim your time, but just know the loser gonna end up moving up because the loser can't make the weight.
He's gonna be in the same weight division that he's always been in. Matter of fact, he not always been in. Let me rephrase that. He may be looking for some fighters at a lower division to fight like he fought before. That's what's really gonna happen. And what it's gonna be is we're gonna see a young king get a scalp on his head. You feel me? We're gonna see on his resume, a young king get a scalp on his resume. And so I'm looking forward to it. But hey man, we about to cook over. Man, y'all make sure y'all sub to the channel.
Run over the right side. Y'all get done here, man. He be live, man.
I did want to tell you, KO, man, I appreciate you, man. Like I always say, you doing the people's work. This is a neutral territory.
I was spicy at first. I'm in a better mood now that I got it off my chest.
Hey, you came out with that heat today, bro.
I was a little spicy at first, but I done calmed down a little bit, man.
I was listening. I was like, KO going there. Hey, it don't matter who you a fan of. Fuck it. It is what it is. But hey,
I'm with everybody.
I appreciate
Tank
that
fans, Haney fans, Shakur fans,
all
everybody getting on my damn nerves, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, hey, man, KO, man, appreciate you doing the people's work. Shout out to Miss KO, man. I would always be remiss if I didn't shout out Miss KO because, hey, she allow us to have your time. So much love to you and yours, man. And, man, y'all be safe over there. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. And, man, we going live in a second, man. Much love, family.
All right, bro. Peace out, man. Hey, look, man, shout out to everybody that came through, bro. Let me get this right. Let me get this right here. All right, there you go. All right, man. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And yeah, man. Yeah. BF. It was I was mad. Here, I'm gonna show this to you. I went at this. 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 I went at this shit. And that shit. Him too. And him too. Man, look. I'm tired of the fanboy shit, man. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that came through, man. Miss KO, thank you. See you in the second. AJ, Swat Jones, Ozbox and BFTB, Rick Timms, T-Word, Anthony Robinson, Bonton, South D-Town, Byron Bradley, Cash Crypto, Educated Jab, Omega Red, Big Ray, Jones Dada, Bro, you don't know. Your name is John's Dada. You do not know how funny that is to me right now, bro. And it's an inside joke. My wife is probably cracking up right now. His name is John's Dada. That's crazy, bro. King Judah, Anthony Robinson, and it's nothing bad, bro. It's just that name is that shit crazy. JD Cash Crypto, Zulu Lion, Zoomverse. Y'all go sub the Zoomverse, man. Everybody up here with a channel. Everybody that came through King Judah as well, subscribe to him. That's his link. There goes Zoomverse link as well. Y'all go scroll up to him and sub to him. They in the chat. Y'all go check out the right side right now. Appreciate everybody coming through. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. We got videos coming on the Tank Davis. We got videos coming on the Tank Davis interview that he did. You know what I'm saying? With Complex. So y'all be sure to check that out tomorrow. We got the fight prediction that we did for Joe Joyce and Jay Lee Zhang. For the channel members, I'm dropping the Michaela Mayer and Christina Leonardo fight prediction that'll be dropping tomorrow as well. So we got plenty of content. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of content coming through. You know what I mean? So y'all be sure to check it out, bro. Hit the like button and shit. But I appreciate y'all. Everybody enjoy your night. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, man.